let's go live. Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and today we are back and we are on episode 7. Yes, I know these things. I know what episode it is. I'm a fucking professional. And we are back playing Lost My Feywild, begins to play D&D, and very excited to have our full cast and crew back with us today to ride on a big green dragon and to go on happy fun adventures together that can only go well. So let's go around, meet the cast and crew, figure out who we are and who we're playing, and let's start with a man with a bottle in his face named Liam. How's it going, Liam?
I had a ball in my face.
Yes.
It's going very well. Thank you, Will. I'll be playing Nate today, the rogue of the group. That's pretty much it, really. Other than I don't want to ride on a green dragon because it looks scary as fuck.
And you have a big rainbow sword.
Yes, that's my now my trademark apparently.
Yes.
The rainbow colours.
Rainbow sword, man. Absolutely fantastic. We've got Chris back today reprising his role as Oberon. How's it going, Chris?
Good, thank you. I'll be playing the half warlock, half bard illusionist. Seems we'll be going to the Feywild, which is kind of where it all began for Oberon. So it's kind of like a full circle for him in this episode, I reckon.
Yeah. This is the back to the OG, back to his roots, quite literally, in the Feywild. Fantastic. And we have new job, Lauren. How's it going, Lauren?
Hello. Yep, new job. I just sped here. I just did so many illegal things on the interstate. But hello. I've never been charged.
Encounter Roleplay takes no responsibility for the actions of Lauren.
It was all your fault. I just wanted to be here with my friends. Okay, so I play Georgie. She's a noble human fighter who doesn't understand magic, and she doesn't want to ride on a dragon either, because that's terrifying. She goes by Nate and hugs him in fear.
Fantastic. We've got Kiana back today, reprising her role as Iona. How's it going, Kiana?
I am good. I got off the highway after a 4-hour drive.
Did you see a madman driving on? It was Lauren. It was Lauren.
So, I'm here safe and sound despite the storm and goddamn you weather. So I will be reprising my role as Iana, the tiefling cleric who had just joined the group and is questioning her life choices. She doesn't know what's happening. She signed up for hero doing stuff, and now they're going to the Feywild on a green dragon. So
hey, what more could you ask for?
Take another swig of your whiskey.
Fantastic. And last but not least, we have Gillian reprising her role as Liana. How's it going, Gillian?
Doing good. Well,
Good.
I'm so excited. So, Liana is a noble high elven sorceress who's pretty much the most excited of all the group to have to ride a green dragon to the Feywilds because it'll be fun. And she likes.
Yeah, she likes fun, and she also likes decimating blights with 64 points of damage, apparently. So, it goes hand in hand. Well, fantastic. Let's remind ourselves of what happened last week on the show, and it'll still be fun, damn it. How's it going, Senra? Let's remind ourselves what happened last week on the show. So let's go over to our resident librarian, keeper of the scrolls, of the annals of old, Lauren. What happened last week on episode 6?
Not pulling up the recap that I wrote. Okay, right. So, yes, we decided to leave. We met Iana. I think that's the way you say it. I'm pretty sure
I say
right.
it differently
Iana.
every single time, so it's okay.
it's
let's clarify, it's Iana.
Iana. See,
Yeah.
no.
Iona.
It should be
We
an
had
A.
like 3 people at the same time pronunciation.
Right.
Liana,
That's what
Liana,
happened.
and Ayana.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Lauren,
So
get
the
it
third
together.
one was deliberate.
We decided to go north. We were going to recruit some druids, but there were creepy little tree blights that Georgie didn't really feel like killing when they weren't doing anything aggressive. But then they attacked us, and they poisoned some of us, and there was an owl bear. That was fun. Now I'm remembering. That was a good time.
The good old days.
Good old killing things. And then we met a drunk goblin who's apparently a necromancer.
Yes.
And we hired him with way too much gold and way too many coupons for Steinhammer Ale.
Hey, it's an infinite coupon book of holding, so I have as many coupons as possible.
Sure it is. And we met another druid who is supposed to be very powerful, named Ayana, just fabulous, who is going to apparently bring us to the Feywild because someone named Queen Titania does not like that people are trying to stop Spark. Sash, sludge, nailed it, done.
Yes. Fantastic
And now we
recapping.
gotta ride on a green dragon.
Now, yes.
Yes.
So the
Wait,
druid
what?
has basically summoned the kind of green dragon down from the skies, and it said, we need to go to the Feywild to sort out this whole problem with these blights and with this drug which is mutating people because it comes from the Feywild. And these guys are like, what? And she was like, yeah. And then the green dragon came along and she said, the way to get to the Feywild is on the green dragon. And she left it on a, if I may say so, fantastic cliffhanger last week. So
yeah, with the
yes,
what the fuck? That's
exactly
what we're thinking of.
exactly. So let us remind ourselves of how you guys can interact with the show here. Yes, our wonderful audience live. Hello, say hello, everybody. Let us see. So first of all, if you have not followed the show, the first thing to do is to do that. If you haven't followed us, when we hit 20 followers today, you guys in chat get to decide something which happens next in our show. It could be a good thing. Most likely, it's a horrible thing because you like to bring misery, death, pain, and destruction to the multiverse and ducks. Yes. Here's a tweet for you guys. We hit to 20 retweets. You guys get another viewer decision, and of course 2 new subscribers, and the same thing will happen as well. You can of course donate to affect the show. You can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and worse. So if you want to bring the pain or maybe help out our companions, then you can do that as well. Don't forget you can catch up on what happened last time. If that recap for some reason wasn't enough for you, there is a recap there on the website. And Fatal Log the Great for following and subscribing with that Twitch Prime, a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you, sir. So without any further ado, let us begin, seeing as you guys are outside the village of Thundertree with the druid Ayana, and she has summoned this big green dragon down to say hi. So, reactions to gigantic green dragon landing in Glade, please. Let's go around real quick. Liana, what's your reaction?
I think she's shocked and excited because she does have draconic origins, so she's kind of excited about that. Yeah, she's just like trying so hard right now to contain her excitement.
Fantastic. What about Ayana?
I mean, I
got
feel
it
like I got summed up last time where she's just, what the fuck? She's never had to deal with a dragon before. It's always been in Tales. She is not happy that this is a thing. She has no idea what's happening. She's really confused. She's wondering what this group is anymore. I think she's drinking from her flask and not just she's noping out of there.
Fantastic. Awesome. What about Georgie?
Ah!
Good. That sums it all up in one sound. Oberon.
What a mystical, majestic beast this thing is. Everyone's never seen a creature quite like this. Or if he has, he definitely doesn't remember it. And
Fantastic.
yeah.
And Nate.
I'll be like, holy Timora's knuckles, eat them, not me. I didn't do anything.
So simultaneously, I like to think Liana goes, what the fuck? And Georgie goes, ah! Oberon goes, what a majestic beast! And Nate goes, sorry me! And the druidess, she said, calm down, everybody. It's fine. It's not gonna hurt you.
It's green.
It's yes, well done. It's
They hurt people. That's what they do.
well, they can do, but well, Xander's not like that. And she goes and strokes him.
It's not a flipping cat.
Do you guys deal with this all the time? Was this just a
No.
thing that...
This is not normal, Iona.
This is the first.
This never
An
happens,
amazing,
honestly.
Amazing first.
No, no, it's totally normal. We
You
do
shouldn't
with
judge
this
a
kind of thing
dragon by the color of its scales, Nate.
What? You
That-
totally do. That's
that
what
is
everyone does.
considered racist in dragon society.
Although they do have wildly different temperaments, I'm sure. But...
Right, that's very true. But like I say, that is not going to hurt you. He knows where the portals to the Feywild are and can take you there. You see, that's a sense that these green dragons have.
That
Oh,
is a
ain't
way-
that convenient?
Super. All right. Well,
Also,
you
we're not
know.
going to actually ride one into the Feywild. It just knows it's just going to take us to one.
Well,
So that's
then.
daunting.
Exactly, and you can all fit on him, and he's very well behaved.
Does it have like a howdah or something so I don't fall out?
You mean
Uh,
a saddle?
Yes, a howdah. I know words, Liana.
No, not as such. I'm sure you could fashion some straps or some rope or something, but he doesn't really like it.
Right, I'm gonna get my rope out.
It's more of a
Not piss off Xander.
I ain't pissing him off. I'm
He
literally
doesn't
just.
like rope.
What? But I need to tie myself down just in case I fall off.
Tie yourself to Iana. She's strong. Tie yourself to Iana. She'll hold on.
We've only just met. That's totally rude.
Hold up, are you volunteering me for something? Or...
I mean, if you're into it, if you
Yeah,
want
I was
to.
gonna say bondage might not be her thing. Okay, I'm not tying myself to some stranger.
He's very weak, is what I'm saying. So, and
I'm
you.
agile.
And you seem very strong. So if he's scared, we might just want to help him because he seems really scared.
Yes,
Yeah, it's probably
Well-
more scared of you than you are of it, Nate.
it's a dragon.
no. You're definitely more scared of him.
Yeah,
It's not-
yeah.
not
I
a
start
goddamn
petting
deer.
Xander because I just want to pet the dragon.
No,
Well, you ain't tying me up. That's one thing. But I'll
What?
help hold on to you if that's what makes you feel safer.
Georgie said about tying you up, not me. Why do I get the blame for everything?
I don't know.
Look, I'll turn to the dragon and I'll say, Sander, please don't let me fall off.
You can persuade.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check. Yeah. The dragon kind of like eyes you with this one, like giant orb which is looking at you from the side of his head, and seems to be kind of eyeing you up and down. It kind of like does like a snort, like how horses like, kind of like that.
Well, it's had advantage.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Yeah. Just saying, if I had advantage.
Maybe we should feed it a sugar cube. I'm sure it'll
Yes,
befriend you then.
I'll point towards Oberon and then Liana and have a weird look on my face and go, you first then.
All right, how do we get up on this thing?
I follow.
All right.
He's
How
so
do we,
majestic.
Do we need a ladder or?
Just climb up. The scales are very good handholds.
All right. I'll
Okay.
listen first and climb
Yeah,
up this thing.
I follow. Oh, this is amazing. Is it overrun?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I can't believe we're riding a dragon just out of nowhere. 1 minute you're killing blights, now we're just idiots
Yeah.
in the air.
I guess the books were really correct when they said there was a green dragon around here.
I will
Yeah,
climb up a
the
tail.
Goblin Scouts is intel, but then turns out they were right after all.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Thaddeus are reading up on that. So I can't wait to tell Thaddeus about this when we get back to the manor. He'll be so jealous.
Or in disbelief.
All right, I'm coming up, and I'll help Georgie up if she hasn't
Oh,
gotten up
thank
yet.
you. I'm so weak. Help me. Thank you.
The druid says, "Well, I hope you don't mind heights, because you might go quite high. If you do need to be sick, then best to over the side,
Into the bag of holding. No.
Oh God, no.
Oh no.
Bag of holding.
We don't have a bag of holding.
No. Do you?
We have a coupon book of holding.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It only holds coupons, though. That's the problem. That's the fundamental problem with that. that book. Okay, yeah. So the druidess is like, as long as all of you guys are up there, says, well, if you need me, then just tell Xander to come back home.
Great.
All right.
He should drop you off wherever the nearest portal is.
It's okay, Georgie. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grip onto anything I can.
You got like crampons.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, just gonna just grab something and just hold on for dear life.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you grab onto the dragon, and you hear the kind of rush of air, with the beating of his wings, just going whoom, 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 and leaves are displaced everywhere. Kind of bushes are moved around, and you see that the druidess below is kind of like covering her face from all the wind that's blowing in her, and the dragon kind of takes the air with quite a lurching motion getting up. It's not particularly graceful, but as soon as you're up above the trees, the group of you realize just how high you are. Now, if anyone's not good with heights, this will not feel good at all. As you kind of,
I don't mind heights. I'm fine.
you're all good. You're all good. You love it.
I love this. I want a dragon.
And you feel the dragon just, best to close your eyes if you don't like it, just begins to kind of soar and sail across the wind, and you see that it is headed northwards. And you guys are traveling over the treetops of the canopies, and then you take higher into the air until you're up into the clouds, and the group of you can basically just see sort of like, it's very cold up here, just like white mist around you, and you're quite chilly up here, and it kind of flattens out to a more sort of like steady sort of just rhythmic beating of the wings, and then heading forwards.
Oh, this is actually all right now.
Speak for yourself.
Iana's not saying anything, but she's like gripping, like her knuckles are starting to turn white from just like holding on.
We're flying, you guys. We're
I'll be trying to
flying.
like
This is
my hand
fun.
through the cloud, like Aladdin on his carpet. It's like
You can show me the world.
yeah, exactly.
Glitter in splendor.
Never sing again.
It's actually a little bit better when you can't see the ground. For those who don't like heights, it just feels like you're sort of you could be just gliding atop the surface on a misty day. And then the kind of clouds break, and it's worse again. And then you can see everything down below you, and it's all very, very far away. You can see, tiny little people in their castles and towns and houses that you're floating by. And you're going quite a ways away from Phandelver and Thundertree, until you see the dragon circling in on a town, and seems to be taking an approach so as to not be that visible, other than anything like a large bird to them. And as you're kind of floating down, it's heading towards a forest, most likely where it can kind of like rest and chill out. And it's taking a kind of low approach so that people don't see it. You don't know what the town is called, you're just kind of rushing past it, but you see it looks like a fairly standard sort of town. It looks like there is some kind of festival taking place within the town. And after what is probably several hours of flying, Xander, the green dragon, lands you down in a similar glade, and just kind of like stops and rests.
Phew.
You
Yeah, I
guys,
didn't know how to land.
I had a thought. So the Feywild is like a different like plane or something, right? Is that what I'm understanding? I'm inferring that. Is that a thing?
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
Another
Can I
planet.
can
It
I roll a
looks
history
like
check on the Feywild to see if like Liana knows something?
For sure, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Just-
Would I also get advantage because I'm also like an elf, so like kind of have like Fey ancestry?
Unless you've ever been to the Feywild, then no.
I've never been to the Feywild, so
In that case, it's standard roll, yeah.
like
Fuck me.
Hello. Was that a natural 20?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so it begins. And so it fucking begins. You know everything there is to know about a Feywild. No. For someone who's never been, you know a fair amount about it. Yes, it is a different plane of existence, and it mirrors the mortal plane. Yeah, so they are like interconnected. And Leanna's spoken with Alandrafel. Yes, that's his name. About this, because he was quite knowledgeable. And you know, as you think of Alandrafel, the phone rings. A little. Alandrafel telephone comes out. He says, "Hi." No, he's told you before that because they're mirrored, big events that happen in one world affect the other, and then they could start to sort of bleed through. So if one world's in big trouble, then the other one is as well. Maybe not as immediately, but it certainly seems to sort of have this sort of bleed through effect. And you know on a Nat 20 that Titania is the queen of the Feywild, and probably not too much else about her. I don't know if Oberon has mentioned that he's owed his patronage to her or not. I think he has.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, okay. So that much you know.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
we're going to another plane of existence. Does everything right? I just feel like maybe we should have told someone, or like everyone who's waiting on us.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're just training everyone back at the manor, and plus Sildar is pretty busy.
Yes, he's so busy.
Busy
I
painting.
heard that time travels differently in the Feywild as well.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's what Erin, the elf we met in Waterdeep, told me. She told me a bit about it as well, and yeah, it seems Leanna knows a lot more than I do currently. But I've heard that,
It's kind of like a mirrored plane of existence.
right.
If something pretty big happens in this realm, it's gonna affect the Feywild as well.
It's like parallel to it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a parallel.
The time thing is what's freaking me out. I don't know about the rest. Like time moves slower.
Yes.
Or faster.
Or fast.
Either.
Wait, what? I can't.
I don't-
I honestly can't say for sure, but I know that it definitely is a bit weird in there, and it might be different time when we come back. I don't know if we come back. Sorry,
So
am I
all of
making
our friends could be gone.
Yeah,
Dead?
the whole place could be destroyed by the Yins by the time we come back.
Yeah, days in the Feywild might be hours in the real world, or vice versa. I'm not sure. I honestly can't say for certain.
That sounds like a bad idea.
I just know that there is some sort of dilation with time. With
Oh,
luck
wait.
on our side, we could spend like days in there doing our mission and then come back out, and it's only been like a few hours. But
Luck, you say?
luck is a very relative.
I'll have to do a little bit of praying to my goddess then.
Yes.
Take out a gold piece. Well, normally she wants a copper, but you know, a gold might help. And I'll say a little prayer and say, 1 coin should return tenfold, and I'll just flick it into the forest.
Well, that's just littering.
That's a
No,
crime.
It's a prayer.
So
Oh,
praying is littering. Is that right, Deanna? Can you tell me? Because I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a huge thing on law, I guess. So, I mean, I had a weird relationship with it before, so probably not the best person to ask. But anyways, so I don't know
You
that
guys
much
still are
about
on
the
the dragon.
Feywild, but I'm guessing from the name, it's full of fey creatures, thingamajiggies.
It's pretty
Yeah,
wild.
it's pretty
It's
much
pretty
where
wild.
the like anything that has to deal with the Fae originally came from.
It's a
So
big
are they
rave with fey creatures.
Okay, so
This
are
fey
they
is
like,
wild, man.
like fey creatures? They're like friendly, right? They're like a little mischievous, but they're friendly, right, Oberon?
Well, I let Spiral come out of my sleeve. They can be as tiny and as mischievous as this one, or they could be a giant tree folk from like 20 feet tall or something. They come in all shapes and sizes and all different personalities in the Feywild. It's a very colourful place in terms of both the actual
That's what I would
physicality in it
definitely.
and personality.
Yeah, I would. That's the word I go for. Colorful.
All right, enough chit chat. Let's do this.
Colors.
Hold on. I mean, like, hearing. I've dealt with some fey creatures, not that many, but like, I don't have the right kind of spells for that right now. And I mean, I've healing you guys and using the spiritual weapon has kind of run me dry on some of my stuff. So I feel like we should probably, rest and
In the nearby town?
yes, or even camp out. I don't really mind. I've slept wherever.
Yes,
Is,
we do go pretty hard. We are pretty.
Xander, isn't it? I turn back to the dragon.
Yeah, I think it's Xander. His name is.
Mhm.
Whereabouts are we headed? Could you give us a heading?
The dragon looks towards the town and kind of like elongates his head that way.
See, it looks like we're going to the town anyway, Yana. We'll be able to get a rest in there, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What about?
Plus, we saw that there's like a little festival going on, so we might be able to get a little bit of a little break from that.
Yeah, interesting. What about what time of day is it right now? Is it night or is it late? Is it?
Oops, I muted stream. It's just getting to afternoon, so like 2 maybe 3.
Yeah.
Then. Okay, let's kill some time in the town and get a rest.
Yeah. I turn over to Xander and I go, "Thank you. I appreciate your assistance," and I speak to that in Draconic.
Xander like nods his head in a kind of like respectful head bow, but doesn't reply.
Okay.
Right,
To the town.
Fade a British duckling donates £20 and says, "Quack."
Question mark? Or...
I've been craving duck for dinner.
Not a question, guys.
It's not a question.
We're gonna see Paul.
Wasn't it?
Was it not Paul?
Not Paul. It was
I forgot his name.
Began with a C. Anyway.
Clarence. It was
Clarence.
Clarence.
Well remembered.
To the town.
Are we?
town.
Where is this gate that leads to this Feywild then? Why?
Apparently, it's
Yes,
in
we'll
the
find out on the
town.
river.
It's in the town.
Yeah,
Sounds unlikely.
that's
but
what
let's do
Xander
this.
pointed us to. The town. So or maybe there's someone there that knows where the gate to Feywild is.
Okie dokie, let's do this. Let's go.
Let's
Fantastic.
go.
All right, so you enter into the town, and there is indeed a festival going on. And as you're walking the streets, you see there's a lot of people kind of just walking around here that seem to be in a very good spirit. There are, games that are going on with kids running around. And there are people walking the streets with, sweets and pastries and stuff like that. And it seems like in most areas of the town, there's different amusement going on. The town is apparently known as Torgem, or Torgem, depending on how, if you're a local, they'll call it Torgem. But these people are kind of walking the streets and seem to be very happy indeed. There are taverns and lodgings that seem to be open. Lots of people seem to be in the town for the festival. You're kind of walking around. It's very sort of bustling. People look happy.
Ooh.
No one is this
Yeah.
happy.
I'll pull out my lute and just sort of play along with a song as we walk.
Yeah,
Just to enjoy the festivities. Why not?
absolutely.
I'm eyeing everything up warily.
I don't trust it. I bet, man. You come to a, I just assume you guys are kind of having a walk around, seeing what the amusements are at this point. And you see there's this one man who's got a like a shooting range, a shooting gallery. If it were modern days, he'd have like air rifles. In this case, he has crossbows. And he says, roll up, the winner gets a fantastic prize, yet to be revealed. But who can shoot down all of these targets? No one's been able to do it yet.
I can.
You there, Missy.
Allow me to try also. I
No.
will put on my best gentleman's voice.
You still look like a scruff.
So, I should have taken the time to change into my noble's outfit that I have in my backpack, but never mind.
Come on, Barry.
Can we bet
My
money?
name is not Barry.
It's
Tis not the
Barry.
famous Barry Manford before mine own eyes.
If you want to use my full name, it's Bartleby. Let's go.
So you kind of roll up to this guy, and he's got all these, he's got these like crossbows out, and you have to shoot down these targets, which are basically little kobold like pop-up figures. So he says, one entrance at a time. So, lady, why don't you give it a go? Entrance fee is just free gold.
All right, yeah.
He takes it and hands you one of these crossbows.
Ooh, can I use my crossbow?
I'm afraid you have to. I'm afraid we're not allowed any potentially different crossbows. No magic stuff or nothing like that. So you have to use the crossbows here, little lady.
Oh, all right.
Now you have exactly 1 minute to shoot down all of these targets. And if you do, you win a prize.
Okay.
Have to use the rigged one.
I'm gonna make a reaction. If she doesn't win the prize, I'm gonna sleight of hand the three gold pieces back off of him.
I mean, it's in his pocket somewhere, so you have to give it a good delve in there.
Nate, can you? Sorry,
Oberon, yeah, I was gonna say
Bartleby, come here. Can you just inspect it to make sure that the crossbow's, all good? It's nice and strong. Just look at it.
Yes. Okay. And I look at her weirdly. No, I have no clue what she's getting at.
That's a nice, strong crossbow you've got there.
Like it's not rigged.
Well, I can rig it.
No.
Come on.
All right. What do I do?
You shoot down the targets. If you do it in a minute, you get the prize.
Okay.
I'll play a little.
Go, Georgie!
I mean, what do you want Lauren to do? Well,
I would like you to roll me free attack rolls with your crossbow.
okay.
Can I inspire her whilst I'm playing?
Yeah,
this
sure.
Yeah, okay. You get inspiration.
Oh, thank you, darling.
1d6. I'm playing a little fanfare, like.
Okay.
And I'm cheering Georgie on. Go, Georgie!
Thank you. Okay, first one is a 16.
Okay.
Is that, and the second one, but how many?
3, I think I said.
So
Okay.
2 more.
I will.
Oh.
God damn it! No!
Use your inspiration. You got inspiration.
Oh, fuck.
Can I add it to that?
Yeah, you can.
You can add your inspiration to
After
that.
the roll,
Okay.
but before
Right.
before you know it hits or not.
Okay, so 15. And
Yeah.
now I just want to add on my precision die to these. Well, I don't know the result yet, so maybe I still will. Hold on.
Shoot the target.
No!
Oh, there it is.
Multi-shot.
There it
How do you
fucking
want
is.
to do this? Oh, come on.
So, Georgie, you fire the crossbow at the targets and knock them down one by one. And he gives you this look where he's like, very surprised / disappointed that you've beaten his task so easily. He's like, well, you must be some kind of famous adventurer. Well done, lass. Well,
Thank you.
now for your prize. So, if you don't mind coming back around here with me, you all, come on.
Vanilla?
Okay.
This better not be a trick.
Just her, or can we?
You can all come.
All right.
Come on.
Okay. Yep. Let's.
Alright.
All right.
He leads you back round, kind of back of his tent, and there in a pen is a giant duck.
Oh God.
You've won a secret prize! Congratulations!
That's just such a big.
Who are you? I take my crossbow and I point it at his head.
Yeah, where did you get this?
Whoa! Calm down there, lassie.
No. It's okay.
Whoa
We'll
there.
We'll take the duck.
Take the duck, it's a prize, it's your prize.
Oh,
Does
right.
he look tame? I'll go up to the cage.
It
and,
does.
like,
It is wearing a saddle, yeah.
Oh, what? A saddle?
Yeah.
No.
Can I ride a duck into battle?
It's a duck mount. This is one of the famous war ducks of the Far East, brought over here by my friend. His name's Prudish. Well,
What's his name?
Peking.
we don't name them. We allow the owners to name them.
Oh.
I'll think about it.
Iana is just like
Plum sauce.
first a dragon, now a
sauce.
giant duck with.
I don't
Call
know.
them pancakes.
Crispy.
Crispy.
Can I have a Georgie, please?
Can you have the giant duck?
Yes.
Well, ownership here is for you, Georgie, and he kind of like gives you this like official sign. But you feel free to give it to whomever you wish. I'm gonna go and find another giant duck because I've got some more money to make.
Look,
Yes.
Georgie.
What?
I believe that you should probably give it to your friend Sildar and have him ride gloriously into combat. Feathery steed. He would look marvelous. And can you imagine the painting afterwards? The giant duck, his sword held high,
Yeah.
plate mail shining bright.
We could even armor the duck too. It'd be like a
That's-
proper paladin mount.
Okay, now you're going too far, Oberon. Way too far.
You're overthinking it.
Okay, but I think people are missing a big thing. If we take this duck, are we taking it into the Feywild? And if we're not, where the fuck are we leaving it?
Right.
Well, if you want to stable it, you can stable it for a golden night here. I'm still here, by the way.
Dragon town.
That's a good idea.
Let's put it in a stable. I'm
Yeah.
so confused by everything.
Georgie, can I keep it then, please?
I'll think about it. I'm really disturbed. We're going to put it in the stable.
I'm deeply upset.
Yeah. Well,
God damn
for the
it.
first duck we've seen, I mean, if anything, there are probably more like mutated ones out there, still just roaming the lands. Maybe there's like a whole herd of them. What are they called? A gaggle. That's it. A gaggle of mutated ducks just roaming across the.
Quacking, yes.
Well, let's take it to the stable.
That is what we are doing.
Believe
We
we
have
are
to have a word
staying
with-
at duck.
Look,
Gonna have a word
what
with
do you
Sophie.
want me to
Okay.
do, Nate?
Cook it.
Possibly.
No, we are not cooking our new friend.
His name is Crispy, and we're cooking him.
No, I refuse.
All right.
He's gonna be able to
Have
eat all
to
of
go
them.
through me first before you take him down.
I will
Yeah.
grab the reins of the duck
Okay.
and I will lead it out.
I believe this town must be influenced by the Feywild, because
You think?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You okay? So you take the duck and you lead it to the stables where this man helps you to kind of like stable. It's a very well behaved duck, one of the most well behaved ducks you ever come across.
It's like, I'll put a loaf of bread in the trough for him.
Don't feed it bread. Bread is not good for ducks.
Okay, all right.
I thought it was the best for ducks.
No. Not.
New
right.
guidelines, new government guidelines.
No,
Yeah.
resident duck expert.
So you stable him, and as you're by the stables, Oberon, something catches your eye. You see a familiar sign for the Twilight Circus.
It's the Twilight Fair. They're here. They must have been They must have been here to join the festival.
Not only are they here, but the Mirror Maze is here as well.
Oh.
The one I kind of like woke up in and stumbled out of. This is making a lot more sense why we've been taken here. I think, my God, guys, it's the Twilight Fair. It's where I came from. It's where I performed like most of my.
Oh yeah, I remember at the masquerade ball.
That's right. We did a show
You're one
there.
of the performers for the Twilight Fair.
My friend's probably here as well, Kaylin. I gotta go see her.
Can I come with you, Oberon?
Yeah, sure.
I want you to also help me pick out some names for the duck if Georgie says I can keep it.
I really like peeking, but yeah. Later.
There's a lot better names than peeking out there.
Oh.
Chat, duck names, go. So, are you guys all headed with Oberon towards the Twilight Fair?
Yeah, come, all of us.
All
I gotta show you guys.
All right.
So,
Yes.
sure. So, the group of you head over towards this Doctor Who. There it is.
Come.
Yeah, over towards the fair, and indeed there is a mirror maze off to one side. But you see, currently they're performing a piece which was similar to when some of you guys met Oberon before, when he was performing at the big ball. And there's lots of illusion magic going on and tricks. And Oberon, you see your friend Kaylin. God, is she an elf or half elf? I always forget these things. I believe she's a half elf.
I'm gonna say yes.
She's definitely at least an elf. Chris is... He's zonked out or something. Oh no, Chris has died. Look at that look on his face. He's like, you fucking forgot our race, bro. You fucking what? Calling me? You know who I am?
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, rip Chris. He'll be back in a minute. Thank Dr. Narkovich for the 5 mums, gentlemen, and the discoloration drinks in chat. Let's see what names chat has come up with whilst waiting for Chris to get back, because this is... There he is.
Is this going to be the BD?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Momentary PC.
Posted
We
in a...
got Doctor Who,
Doctor Who is good.
James, Quacktor, Bill, Beaker, Goose, Sir
Beaker.
Quackington, Donald Dappier, Mr. Scrooge McDuck,
Scrooge, yeah.
Ned the Wing, Beakfish, Sir Bill.
Sir Bill. That's good. I like that, sir. Yeah. He's been knighted by Her Majesty the Queen.
That's why he's got the saddle.
Exactly. Why else? Other than for Queen Elizabeth II to mount him. Seems pretty clear. Thank you. No comment. So the...
We're distracted.
So you see this performing, and you see Kaylin, who is an elf, I believe, and she's performing this kind of illusion magic on stage, and she's with that guy whose name I forget as well, who's like running the circus, because it's been like 20 years since we did that.
It has been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I remember he was a guy. And they both kind of finish, and he's the kind of guy with the bowler hat. He's like, everybody. He's now Italian. And his name is, I've decided, Giano. Everybody, thank you all for coming to the Twilight Fair. And he like throws his hat to the audience. The audience go wild as they see these kind of, like sparks of fireworks going everywhere. He says, if anyone would like to go to the Mirror Maze, then feel free. No. He's now French. And don't worry, sometimes my accent, it goes all sorts of places. And he disappears in a puff of magic, much akin to how I would like France too. So him and the performers kind of go off stage in this backstage area, and Kaylin goes with them.
Oh, okay. I was about to say something on the way down there, or over to the actual fair itself, but I got DC'd, so the moment's gone, sadly. But I was going to introduce everyone down to it.
Well, we can just follow them.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, I can go backstage. I'm sure
Let's
they'll
go!
There's like a bouncer on the backstage area, but you'd be familiar with it.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, I'll go up to the guy, and does he recognize me? Or we have got different bouncers. I'm sure we have.
Yeah, we'll say he recognized you. It's like this, big half-orc guy. He's like, oh, hey, Oberon.
How you doing? It's been a long time.
Yeah. It's been so long I forgot my name.
You're called Grov, weren't you, or something?
Something like that, yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, these are my friends. They're with me. Don't worry, we're not here to, get autographs or anything. We're just, I want to talk to my friends.
Okay, well, yeah, you can go down back.
Cool, alrighty.
As long as you don't steal anything. Was that an in-joke we had? I don't remember. It might be a different... might be a different person, to be honest. Well, very short memory. So he lets you into the Quacky-chan, really.
There's also
Impressive.
Quack Sparrow.
Quack Sparrow. I like it. So the group of you are led kind of into this sort of backstage area where the actors are resting, and there's the kind of strong man. There's the bearded dwarf. which is really not particularly interesting at all because almost all dwarves have beards. And you see Kaylin, and she's just kind of like grabbing a drink and kind of relaxing a couple of her other castmates.
I'll go up behind her with a mage hand, and I'll like put my mage hand behind her eye, like in front of her eyes from behind her. It's like a spectral hand, so
Is it see-through?
it kind of is. So this doesn't really work. No, it's spectral, so it's kind of obscuring your vision when it is over you. But I'll just wander up behind her and cast that on her eyes. I'll be like, guess who?
She looks up in surprise. Who the hell? Oh, hey! And she goes up and hugs you.
Just by the magic hand. It's been a long time. I didn't know you were traveling this way.
Well, you know, the route's taken some changes recently, but yeah, we're here we are in Torgem or Toggem or something.
Yeah, something like that. I could never remember the towns we visited half the time. Life on the road, I guess.
Yeah.
But now it's life on a dragon for me.
Yeah, even Bartholomew's forgotten his name. He thinks his name is Grovn these days.
That might have been my mistake.
He's very persuaded, easily persuaded. Yeah. Anyway, how have you been? I mean, it's great to see you. She gives you another hug, and it's like I didn't think we'd see each other again, to be honest.
It's true. I know I said I was setting out a new path to find my kind of like past, my heritage, etc. But it seems I've come around full circle. And I wasn't joking when I said riding a dragon. We literally just flew in on a dragon. It was ridiculous. It was amazing.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, really. It's some crazy stuff.
Okay. you guys are kind of like a lot more sort of badass since last I saw you.
It's true.
Yeah.
These are all my friends. I introduce them one by one, and I tell her basically of our adventures so far, and kind of like a shortened version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we fought the snake people, and then crazy stuff. Really, I just wound up in the middle of this crazy drug kind of scandal. So,
are you sure you haven't been,
on it,
involved in any sort of drugs? This all sounds very.
No, see, we're trying to go to the Feywild.
Feywild.
Hey,
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
Oh.
And then it might be something to do with my background, and if it is, well, it's even more responsibility that I kind of get it fixed.
Yeah. Shit. That's a lot of information. So you're not staying long then?
We might stay a night just to have a full rest before we venture in.
We must take a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, you can stay here. We've got a little cabin. You guys can bunk here for the night.
Okay, cool.
Cabin? I think not. I'm finding a bed.
I mean, there are
I don't
beds.
mind.
There are beds in the cabin.
Yeah, but
I'm not suggesting you sleep on the cabin.
I could buy myself a decent room by myself.
Okay.
We're
Sure.
not, okay, so I've heard a few stories, Nate, about the Feywild, and maybe you should work on your manners before we go.
What are you talking about? I could feign manners if I need be.
Sure you can.
Doesn't
Caleb,
mean
we
I
would
do
love
have
to stay in your cabin. That sounds lovely. This is very kind of you.
Sleepover.
Yeah, pretty much in my old cabin. I'm assuming, like,
Yeah.
probably just somewhat like repurposed it, but
Yeah, it's like a fold up cabin. I like it.
yeah. Where we're gonna need a long rest. And do you happen to still have that thing I gave you before I left? I warned you about something, and
thing. Yeah, you.
told you to look after it and never to use it.
Yeah. Yes, I remember quite. You were very specific about that.
If you still got it locked away,
yeah.
I might need it for when we go to
You
the
said
Feywild.
never to use it.
I know, but it's a dire situation. And I think it's from there. And if it is, then, well, I don't feel like there'll be many bad consequences of using it in there.
If you say so.
There's some weird magical property about it, but it's
Yeah.
probably best you try and experiment with it in the actual Feywild itself. But
Well, I've locked it away, and Shigeta goes over towards a chest in the cabin. It's in there if you want it.
all right, thanks, Galen. I'll give her another hug.
Yeah, she gives you the key to the chest.
Alrighty. Okay. I'll wander over to it and pop it open.
All right, over the host, Jen. Yeah, you open it up, and there is a deck of cards inside.
Excellent. Okay.
The fear on distrust on the players' faces right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Georgie. It's simple magic tricks.
Oh. Well, all right. Let's play. Do I pick one? What do I do?
No. You don't play with these cards.
How many would you like to draw?
What was that voice?
Oh, sorry, that was me. Sometimes I...
You're so good at voices.
Yes, I'm a professional voice actor.
It's not the same deck of cards you might think it is.
I didn't think it. I thought it was just like magic-y, so I didn't know what it was.
I even
So
knew Tom
magical,
Jones.
but not that magical. Well,
Okay.
it took some time to attune myself with it over the night, but you'll see what it does. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he
I'll
said
pop
never
it
for
in.
me to open that ever, so...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I'll pocket in my my inner jacket, my tailcoat.
I'm just observing all of this, like confused, half wanting to leave and get drunk.
Well, we should. It's festivals going on.
Yeah,
Green.
I
On
have
holiday.
coupons for Steinharris, so we don't have to pay.
If they stock it, I hope they do. It's lovely.
Come on, Ian, are you going to need to refill that hip flask? Let's go.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that before we hit the
I
sack.
see you've
Oh
been
yeah,
sipping
Georgie,
from an
have you
order.
thought about it yet?
Please stop talking about the duck.
you've got a duck?
Just everyone
do.
shut up about the duck.
Wow, touchy about the
Yeah,
duck.
we want a giant duck. Thanks to Georgie.
Yes,
Wow.
thanks to me.
Is
That's
there any other games you could play? Well, and win other prizes? Maybe they got like.
More ducks. We can have a whole fleet of ducks.
We do need one.
That sounds amazing.
well. There's Waka Gnome.
Oh,
That's racist.
Well,
no,
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
well, a little bit, but you know,
they let it slide during
some
festivals.
people would say they deserve it. I wouldn't be amongst those, but you know,
All right, Kaylin.
they are kind of, you know, damn thieves. Anyway, there are. There's loads of other games. There's rides as well. You can ride on all sorts of creatures around here. There's even an arena for fighting and stuff like that, which is, you know, a little bit more bloody. But hey,
What kind of fighting?
well, there's hand to hand. There's also fighting against some of the exotic creatures that have been brought in.
Oh my god.
And then there's a mirror maze, of course, but that might be best saved for when you want to go on your trip. Yeah.
Oh, I wink. I understand.
What do you mean trip?
When I became conscious in this,
You're gonna get high as fuck, boy.
I stumbled out of that mirror maze, and it makes sense why the dragon brought me here now. I tried to figure it out. I went back in there, and well, it never seemed to work again. I didn't just walk in and out of a mirror, but something about that maze is off, and I'm not sure if it's a certain time of day or month or year, but I reckon I have a very big suspicion that's exactly where we went. I went out of the Feywild. Kaylin here was the one who actually found me. I was just like stumbling around, falling on the floor, and
I thought he was homeless. Well, and he
We
was
still
actually.
do.
yeah, I technically would have been at that point. Came back years later, maybe. I had no recollection of my past, and I would have been years older, so my family might not even recognize me. But yeah, the mirror maze is basically our last destination, I reckon. Come,
I will
let's
hit
go
down
check
the
out
morning.
Whack-a-no.
All right.
I'm not gonna whack any gnomes.
Oh.
Let's see what else. Let's see what else fun there is to do. Come on, Georgie, let's go. And I pull her along with me.
Okay.
Alright. I'll wait for
Um,
that, Kaylin, and head off with him. They're probably heading to the magical arena, I think.
Yeah. She'll come with you. She's
Oh,
up for
okay.
playing some games and stuff like that.
As George is being dragged off by Liana, in Infernal, I'll say, if you need to talk, let's talk a little later. You seem a little upset.
Thanks. In Infernal, back. As I get dragged away.
All right.
What language did they just speak? What the hell? I just sat here and witnessed everything, and I'm totally confused.
They just say
I
something.
didn't care what I heard. I was just wanting to go have fun at the festival.
Yeah, I just assumed they had something stuck in their throat.
Yeah, Infernal sounds.
I just smile.
Infernal is a bit like binary. It's like 0000111.
It must take ages to say anything.
Yeah, it really fucking does. It's the Morse code of languages. So yeah, you Yeah, the group of you kind of head off into the carnival and spend quite a fun night, hanging out, playing all sorts of games. There are plenty of things to do. You can partake in there are fights. There is an arena sort of thing going on where there's all sorts of beasts and monsters that are being fought by contestants, and there's gold going for it, which is the slightly more seedy area of town in which all the blood sports are happening in, and also where
stay away from the blood sports.
Yeah, Whack-a-Gnome happens. There's also, games of humans and houses being played, where, there are all these nerds. They're playing games. There's also, wizards who are, playing all sorts of games where you have to guess where the coin is, but it's magically done with mage hands and stuff like that. So you can guess which one the coin is under and stuff like that, and they'll mix them around really swiftly, and you have to tell. So it's a great way to lose lots of money and to eat lots of new exotic foods as well. Worryingly enough, though, there is one man who is exclusively selling duck for dinner, which I'm sure Nate is probably quite interested in.
Delicious.
Yeah, but a little bit.
I'm now concerned about our new duck friend.
Yeah, I mean,
He's back in the stable. Don't worry.
He's back in. He had to go to a farm, a duck farm. Yeah. So the group of you kind of spend the night. Is there anything you guys want to do in particular during the carnival?
There is, I'm afraid. I want to visit the Bloodsport area and look for anyone that looks particularly devious. And I will probe people by talking in thieves' cant to see if they understand.
Okay. I want to tag along if Nate will let me.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Can I come too? No.
Actually, I'll try to escape from her, then come back and go, yeah, this could be some sort of bonding experience. You see what I'm like, I see what you're like.
Sure, sounds good.
Did you say bondage or bonding?
Go away.
Shut up, Mom.
I'm worried about your friend. Go away.
Stop
embarrassing me, Mum.
I'm locking the door. Yeah, the two of you can head off and start poking people with thieves' cant. Probing people and then speaking to them in a language you don't understand.
I want to see whoever can reply in it and understand. I'm looking for someone.
Do you whack a gnome? Do you whack a gnome?
Do you whack a gnome? You look like you whack a gnome. You know what I'm talking about, buddy.
You whack me? No, you did.
He's whacked several gnomes. Yeah, you kind of run into a guy, and he kind of turns around and is like, "You what, mate?" In thieves' cant.
I'll say, "Look, mate, I'm looking for some brew. Do you understand?"
I see what you're saying. You got gold.
But you know the type of brew that I'm on about. You know the one that drink, down, sleep forever.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I understand. I thought you were actually looking for a beer. Okay, well, I can sort you out, son, but it ain't gonna be quick. Ain't gonna be cheap neither.
Yeah, who's your blacksmith? I know a little bit of actual translated thieves' can. Blacksmith means boss.
He's like, oh, yeah, I'm down with thieves' card too. Totally down with kids. And at that point, Justmorn says, for more fun, his monthly wild magic surge goes to Nate. Thank you, Justmorn. So Nate, throw me a D10,000.
I love wild magic, so you haven't had any like in a couple. So I'm just like.
Yeah, indeed. Which means 20 retweets, a viewer decision. Oh, yes, my
boy.
friends. So, you guys in chat are going to tell us something. You're going to tell me what goes wrong at the festival. What goes wrong at a festival, guys? Could be a little thing. Could be all the gnomes run away. The festival.
That would be really funny if the gnomes just escape from Black Gnome.
Quick, run away! Freedom!
I'll be free now.
We basically play out a small movie which is just Spartacus but with the gnomes.
Maybe of your own free will.
Now I am Nomicus. So 8845 is that what you rolled there, Nate?
Yep.
Let me get this table up here. That's a big one. That's a big one. 8845 reads. Any alcoholic beverages within 50 yards are now 10 times as potent.
What can you do?
Oh my God.
Everyone
tonight?
is getting hammered in like 50 yards around Nate.
Oh, excellent.
Utterly haggened, mate.
Oh, I'm going to turn to Iona and say, there's something really strange going on around here.
Everyone's like so drunk, you know, like
Have you taken a sip out of that hip flask of yours?
It's been empty for a little while, so I emptied it when we saw the dragon. So
Well, I'm gonna finish my business up with a pigeon plucker here, and then.
What'd you call me?
You still don't understand, do you?
He's like absolutely hammered.
I told you. Never mind.
He took a sip and it's like 10 shots.
well, is there? Can I look around to see if there's anybody that I recognize? Because,
Sure.
this seems to be a place that a lot of my former compatriots would be hanging around.
Sure, you can roll me a perception check.
Right.
There's
Just
a-
totally fill up your flask while you're here, within that 50-yard radius.
Yeah, okay, a 19. You're fairly sure that no one that you directly know around here, but there are like a band of kind of mercenary lookalikes who might, be travelers and might know folks that you know.
Okay. Yeah. So I let go of a little bit of tension, but I'm still keeping an eye out and
Okay.
making sure they're not giving me weird looks.
They don't seem to be looking at it. They seem to be absolutely roaringly drunk. That's exactly what drunk people do.
10 impression.
Yes. Again,
So I'm assuming this guy
BAFTA
doesn't.
nominated.
Basically, I'm saying, can I get some poison? I'm buying some poison, and he just doesn't understand.
he would understand if he wasn't so drunk.
God damn it!
It's like,
Never mind.
what was that? You're everywhere.
I need a drink. I'll pick up the nearest one and drink it.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
you're immediately hammered.
Excellent. What a cheap night out.
That's the kind of drink you want, just immediately plastered. So yeah, you I guess you get pretty rip-roaringly drunk. Anything else people would like to do whilst they're hanging out the
There
festival.
is one thing I want to do.
Okay.
I want to look around some of the wanted boards for something particular.
Okay, what in particular would you like to look for?
A poster with my picture on it.
There is not a poster of your picture on it.
Okay, good.
Most of the posters have been kind of like written over anyway by all the festival signs that are around town.
Okay, good.
Why are we looking at wanted posters? I thought you wanted to play games.
It's nothing. Don't worry about that. Let's find something fun to do.
Yeah, I'll show them around because I know this place.
Oh, can we each like hook one of his arms and like walk?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
This is the place where I learned all my tricks. This is where I practiced my illusionary magic and everything. It's amazing. This is my
down memory lane.
This is my element right here. Majestic, and I'll start pulling out my lute as well and playing a song and just enjoying the festivities and a majestic magical fair. Ignore the dark and eerie woods, things that make you blink and stare, fun and games and wondrous sights, music and fireworks to light up the night. There's even a magic dancing bear. Behold, my friend, the Twilight Bear.
Dancing bear? Really?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Take him to the dancing bear.
Yeah. The bear dances, and quite well, to the tune of the Bear and the Maiden Fair, and he seems to be having a quite happy time, despite the fact that, IRL, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
IRL slavery, bro.
No.
We should free the bear.
Feels bad, man. You see the bear get a little sad look in his eye after he finishes dancing. You're not sure if it's because he's finished dancing.
I take out my limitless fish, I cut out a piece of fish, and I try to give it to the dancing bear.
He's owned by a ranger, my friend here. Like, he's fine. He's just a familiar.
He eats the sad fish.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh no.
well, he's been good, so he deserves some fish.
That's me. He loves it here.
Okay. I pet him and then I immediately sneeze.
Are you allergic by any chance, Georgie?
Yep.
Really?
To most things. I don't know about ducks, but definitely bears. Mm.
Ducks can be really bad, especially like duck feathered pillows. You can get dust mites on those. I'm allergic to ducks.
Ew. Oh, you're allergic to dust.
Mm.
Fascinating.
What a hardy group of constitution-based adventurers we
If the
have.
bear could speak, he'd say, "I'm allergic to slavery."
Okay, we need to free this bear. I'm getting some, but I would like to free. Can I buy the bear? Can I buy it?
I'm gonna start looking for other games to play.
The ranger says, "This is my slave bear." No, he doesn't say.
I don't think you need.
The ranger says, "This is my trade, my friends. See, the bear is fine. He just puts on this act every now and again where he looks a little bit sad. It's part of his routine."
I'm gonna steal it.
You do realize you said that out loud.
What? No.
You just said, "I'm going to steal your bear," and you looked at me in the eyes and looked very suspicious when you did. Just so you're tracking.
Is that what happened? Sometimes my mind it wanders. Just so old.
Yeah, let's go get you another drink.
Yes, perhaps another drink for the lady. Yeah.
Yes. I'll take her
A
away.
very hammered drink.
Ha, little did I know I spiked all the drinks with poison. Wait, I didn't. No.
You just said that out loud.
No.
So that's where I buy poison.
Don't be silly.
Yeah,
you
the
were
ranger.
looking at me and you said it.
No, you're drunk. Go home.
You're drunk. Auburn, I don't like this man. Take me away.
Look, a bear.
Usually everyone gets drunk at this festival, but yeah, I'll take her away and we'll go get an alcoholic beverage and have a sip.
Can I look for any games that pique Liana's interest?
Sure. I mean,
Perception?
This stuff is stronger than.
I pretty much described most of the games going on. If there's one in particular that seems to interest Liana, she can partake.
Yeah. I don't know which one she's gonna look around at all the games and try to find which one piques her interest.
Okay. She probably tries her hand at plenty of games. Probably loses some gold, maybe wins a little bit, and probably comes back with lots of fluffy toys of things as well.
Yeah.
A dragon plushie.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn.
What?
Do you... Sorry. Focusing. What is this? Is this
I don't
Steiner
know.
Ale?
It's really strong.
It's so good.
It
Okay.
may be the first best. I'm not sure.
I know it should be number one. Everything Hagen does should be the number one thing.
Little did I know, it's my poison ale.
Definitely the
Do you
strongest
think
in the multiverse.
that rude man would take the duck for the bear? because I don't really mind if ducks are enslaved.
Oh man, you want to trade our duck mount for the dancing bear?
Well,
I don't
the
know.
bear looks so sad.
Meanwhile, drunk Nate, would be sneaking into the stable to let the duck free.
Can I go check on the duck after I play
Wait,
skiing?
Why
You're
would
drunk
you-
sneaking.
Okay,
Am I
Meta
seeing
Gamer.
this? Are you drunk sneaking and me seeing you go away trying to be sneaky? Is this a thing?
Not exactly sneaky.
Yeah, so I'm following you. I'm like,
All right, so Nate and Iona are off to the stables. Thank you for this.
be like, Nate, Nate, I
What the
think
shit?
you're a little too drunk. I feel like we should, sit down somewhere.
No. I'm drunk. You're drunk. You drink all day long.
I'm pretty acclimated to the amount that I drink. It barely even affects me anymore. But you are far gone, my friend.
No, I'm gonna go get the duck. She thinks I'm a killer. I'm not a killer of ducks anyway. I'm just gonna let it be free. If you love something, you gotta let it be free. And I love the taste of duck.
And if it loved you too, it'll fly back.
That's how it works.
I mean, but it's not. Is that? I don't know the ownership deal with it, but I don't think it's your duck, so I don't know if you can let it go free. I don't know, man.
Georgie doesn't want the duck. She's allergic to all things. It's fine. She'll like the fact that I've done it.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I'll climb through the window of the stables to release it, but probably just fall asleep through the window.
Yeah, you go through the window and you just pass out.
Wait, did you go all the way through? Or are you just
He's
in the
halfway.
window?
He's like halfway in. I like to think. You're muted, Liam.
I've climbed in, fallen asleep, and just kind of slid into the hay.
I'm gonna
Do
go
I
get him.
hear something crash in the hay?
No, you're elsewhere at the festival. There's plenty going on.
I told you I was heading to the stables
Why?
because I was worried about the duck.
Why would you be worried about the duck? There's no,
Because it might be mine!
there's no reason to be worried about the duck other than you heard Liam say that Nate's gonna go with the duck. So there's no reason Leanna would be there.
Okay, fine.
You're animal.
I'm gonna go break down the door and try to get poor drunk Nate
Okay.
and
yeah.
drag him off
Wow,
to.
we're so gonna get arrested for horse thievery.
The duck thievery, sir. So yeah, you pull him away. You probably take him back to the cabin and just let him sort of pass out somewhere
Pretty much.
in the recovery
Yeah.
position.
Halfway through the journey, I actually wake up, but I don't tell her because I like being carried because it's easier.
Because I like.
Carry me.
Yeah, this is nice.
So that's why
I'm
you've been
pretty
letting
sure I
Georgie
just have
carry the
your
party.
fireman hold on my just hoist it over my
It all
shoulder.
makes sense why you've been letting Georgie carry the party this whole time now.
No.
Got him.
Destruction level 100.
Well, we're like, Georgie, I bet you
Albert,
can't hit the targets now, I bet.
I could hit anything. Maybe we should. Maybe
Oh,
we
yeah?
should go
Hit
to the arena. We
Hit
could
me
go
on a
fight.
plushie off the top of my head. I bet you
Okay.
can't do that.
Yeah, I can. Here I go.
This
All
is
right, take a
disaster.
shot. Give me your best. I'm like stumbling and the plushie's barely like balancing on my
Okay,
head.
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
Holy
Give me your
shit.
best shot.
Fuck me. All right, give me an attack roll at disadvantage because you're drunk.
12 and 12. So.
12.
Oh, look, I'll use a precision attack.
Oh!
Drunk
So
person.
it's a 17.
All right. You like managed to recorrect your aim from Oberon's face at the last moment. And-
Like, hey, I start clapping. And I'm like, oh, sorry, Leanna. I pulled the arrow out and just got some stuffing on it. And
Oh, wait,
My plushie!
we should
Oh.
have a funeral for the plushie.
can't you cast mending? You could do
I don't
that, right?
have mending.
You don't have it.
It's-
What kind
No.
of wizard are you, Leanna?
I'm a sorcerer. There's a difference.
You're
What
a
is it? 'Cause
sorcerer.
I don't know.
You're
What's
A
flying.
wizard gets its magic from studying books.
Oh my god, I don't want to know.
Oh.
You just asked me. What
I
is
know.
going on with you two? How many have you guys had?
One
We had
half,
half of one.
half of one, which is 0.5.
What is in these drinks?
I don't know. Try
By
some.
poison.
Excuse me, would you take a duck for your bear?
What?
A huge duck.
No, we're not selling the duck.
You don't own the duck, Liana.
It's not your dog to sell.
But you said you think about giving it to me.
I said I think about giving it to someone.
And I thought about it.
I'm still thinking. I just want to know, who the potential sellers.
Can the duck dance?
Yes.
No, it's a duck. It can't dance.
Can
Of
it
course
look?
it can dance.
Well, my bear can dance. Can it look? Can it look
ride it?
sad?
Oh, it can look very sad. Its whole existence is sad.
Can
so.
it look?
No,
That
I
is
refuse.
very true regarding ducks. Excuse me, madam. I believe you have no say in this whatsoever. If I understand correctly, the ownership of the duck is under this lady here. I tell you what. I might consider it. Yes.
All right, we'll meet in the morning at dawn.
Very well. But best be sure if it's one of those wild ducks from the Far East, they do have a habit of multiplying themselves.
I will.
It can't be. It's definitely not one.
definitely not.
Well, did you make sure it was not pregnant?
I did. I have the papers.
Well, what do the
I'm gonna
papers
go
say?
check on the duck at my.
They
I think
say
I'm
it-
gonna go check on.
Leave the goddamn duck alone.
I had to make sure.
You're drunk, Leanna. Just go
I haven't
home.
drank it yet. I'm
drunk.
sober.
You're
Look,
totally drunk.
So
I'm-
drunk.
Why is there two of you then? No, there's three now. Jeez. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. Ugh, and I go check on the duck to see if it's pregnant.
You must be drunk casting mirror image for no reason.
I know. Okay, so I'll see you in the morning, Auburn. Let's go dance in the
All right.
square. I want to go dancing. Take me dancing.
We shall. We shall, my lady. And in my head, it's like an amazing ballroom dance. But
Yeah.
in reality, we're just like stumbling over
It's
each
a
other.
fucking dirty rave, is what it is. It's like. It's-
In our head, it's just an amazing, elegant dance, but it's totally
yeah, and
fine.
everyone's head is like. And in reality, it's like. Boom, boom, boom.
Amazing.
I
I'll
love
never
it.
want it.
Will,
Yeah.
after Iona's dropped me off, I'm gonna kind of stumble around the cabin looking for anything important or shiny.
Okay, so in your drunken stupor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will probably put it back in the morning, but for now, drunk Nate wants to steal shit.
Okay, yeah, you find some like weird things that you steal.
Excellent.
It's just some weird shit. You're looking at it, you're like, what the fuck
Out
is
of the
this?
case and start filling the pillowcase out
Yeah.
with stuff.
A couple
We're-
of targets.
We're such noble heroes.
Probably a no more two.
Yeah, that night Nate stole 13 cabbages.
I'm gonna hide them underneath something, and then like in the morning, never know where I put it.
Fantastic. So yeah, you guys head to the dirty rave, and mosh for a little bit. You realise that there's something wrong with the festival. Something terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. You hear. Over and over and over. It's the only thing the gnome band can play.
Is this the Mos Eisley Cantina song?
It is.
Beautiful.
But for copyright and legal reasons, it's the song.
Play the same song.
It's the Wallaby March.
Play that same song again.
Yeah.
They're pretty pissed. Yeah, they're pretty pissed, and they're just going playing the same song over and over and over.
We repeat. I'm like, oh, I love this one.
What do they hear again? They hear. And I swear to God, if anyone's clipped out, then.
Now me and Auburn are swing dancing to it.
Oh, excellent. That is perfect
I'm
for the campaign.
I like that.
I mean,
Flip me. Do a flip. Flip me.
all right, I'll toss her in the air. Straight. this is gonna be.
Roll a strength check as you guys are doing this fantastic waltz. Getting in that groove, bruh.
Oh god. should have done it more dexterous.
I-
in a more
I-
dexterous way instead of
Don't
strength.
worry about it because I can catch myself.
Sick.
Can I cartwheel out of it?
You totally cartwheel out of it on your head, and she just fucking lands like in a splatter of mud everywhere. But it's like it's funny immediately afterwards.
Oh, okay, it's good. She's like, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Oberyn, I need you to.
I give her a hand up.
Do they have baths in the cabin? Because I need a bath.
We have like the
There's
hot-
like you realize as you look over towards the sign, the all-night bathhouse disco is going on.
Oh, let's go with that.
I grab him and we run.
Alright.
You head inside and everyone's kind of crowding
What an
through
eventful session.
this bathhouse. There's some pretty good grime going on in here, despite the cleanliness. And people are kind of it's like a pool party going on basically.
Oh, sweet.
Um,
This must be a new addition. I've never seen this attraction.
Yeah. Georgie, you see a guy who looks like a little bit like Sildar. And it's like, oh god, is that him? But it's not, thank God.
God.
And Oberon, you see that Kaylin's in here as well.
Put some bubbles in Kaylin's hair.
Oberyn, I see the face of commitment over there, and it's terrifying. I'm just
He
pointing
just like
at-
poured like a drop of water over himself, and he's like switching his hair
Can we
about.
let's clip this whole thing just called The Adventures of Georgie and Oberon?
Mhm. It's its own graphic novel.
Okay, I'm Kaylin. She's nice, right? She'll help me bathe because I'm disgusting right now.
You'll help you bathe Sildar over there.
No, that's not him. It's
It does
not.
bear a striking resemblance.
You shut
Resemble
up, because
him.
I'm going to go over and buy him a drink if you keep talking. So stop talking.
Well,
I'm going.
go underneath the
Your
box bubbles.
your hair
Okay.
is so beautiful. Oberon is so pretty.
Kaylin's like, hey guys, how's it going?
I minor illusion, some sparkles in it and stuff.
Can you do that to my hair?
I can, and I make like I cast fairy fire on her hair.
The
Lit up, illuminated with violets and pinks and
This-
magenta.
nice. The Sildar guy comes over as you guys are kind of cleaning yourself. You realize it's not Sildar, but it is a familiar face.
Oh boy.
Hey
No, you
guys,
No, you fucking did not.
Is it Duncan?
it's Duncan Hallwinter.
That is perfect.
Oh, Duncan! What's up, man?
What's happening, bro? Oh man, I wish I was there to drop some one-liners.
I'm so going to check out the deck to see if it's free.
Looking all wetter than usual, Mr. Hallwinter.
Yeah, Hallwinter's like, oh guys, I didn't realize you'd come to the festival. It's so good to see you again.
Well, Georgie heard you was coming, so we had to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right. How's it going, Georgie?
I won a giant duck.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
It is. How are you? Because you did not return my letters.
Oh, I've kind of I've been pretty busy. I now, I run this town.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
We rode a dragon.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
A dragon.
cool. Yeah. We've got a menagerie of those. That's awesome. Anyway, it's good to see that you guys are doing so well. I mean, it's just, I remember the last time we guys met back in Waterdeep and I was all back from the dead, but now I realize, I've got
Yeah.
all of these really cool powers. Now you're probably back from the dead, so crazy, right? Anyway, hopefully you
What do you
guys
do?
are doing well. And big love to my broski. If you see Sildar ahead of you guys, good luck with all that. And hey, if you could do the wedding in summer, that would be great because I've got a big thing on this winter. Big plans this winter, okay? But great to see you guys and say hi to the others as well.
me and Duncan are bros. You should come get me.
Yeah, like I love it. Like Nate's in the corner, like hanging with all of Duncan's like rich mates, and he goes back to party with the rest of his group. And Kaelin's like, "Do you know that guy? He like runs this place."
What? Wedding as well?
I'm under the water. I've been under the water for the past minute.
She's drowning herself.
Uh,
I have a +3 constitution. I'm going under the water for 3 minutes.
Got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
All right. Wow. I didn't know Duncan like bought out this town. What? Trogdor? What was it?
Torgum.
That's what I said. Okay, you're saying it wrong.
Torgum.
So did you guys used to date or something?
No.
No, what? Me and Duncan? No. What?
No, I didn't. He's kind of dishy.
Or like,
This is so good.
like a deal?
Don't you think he's got that kind of like rich guy vibe about him?
Oh man, he owes me one.
If he owns the town, then sure as hell does, yeah. And yeah, I hear them.
My
voices in the
cheeks
back of my head.
hurt.
He owes us one.
Do you think you could like introduce me?
Oh, sure, right, yeah, right away. I'll get out of the bath completely.
Completely
Well,
naked.
just like, out over
Chad,
there.
help me! I'm dying.
I'm like, oh, wait up. And I look back at the bubbles sort of stop rising to the surface of the tub Georgie's in. I'm like, oh, and I pull her out.
I'm
He's gone, don't worry. But we're going to catch him up.
I don't, I'm going home. I'm going home. Waterdeep. Which way is Waterdeep?
There,
I'm
I point
walking.
straight down. That deep water. I push her head back under the water.
Just drown her.
Back in the water.
The water has very much kind of sobering.
Yeah.
Experience.
Good. I'm starting to see clearly now. Thank God.
Aaron, keep yourself safe. I need to sleep before I hire a carriage and fuck off. So, see you never. Goodbye. No, I'm
We've got that
leaving.
deal to do in the morning.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll see you in
going
the morning.
to the Kaelin. Do I need a key?
Oh, no. I've got my old key. Oh, wait.
Okay, give it.
Okay. I'll pass her the cabin key.
Yeah.
Don't lose it in the tub.
Georgie, walks it back to she stops at like every
Happening.
takeaway place along the way.
I'm sitting outside of the cabin, actually.
Yeah, and when I do hear a little bit, I'm gonna wake up and step outside to sober up and get a glass of well water.
Nice. Okay. So
I
I'll
still
run
have
and
to check on the duck.
I know. Yep. I'll run and Kaelin go back to talk to Duncan whilst Georgia returns home. Ayana and Nate are waiting outside the cabin.
How are you feeling, Nate? You were pretty gone there. It was pretty funny. Not gonna lie.
My mouth tastes weird. I'm thirsty, and I think I might have stolen a ton of cabbages, climbed out the cabin and hidden them somewhere.
I think we should probably.
Oh look, it's Georgie.
Oh.
Hi, Georgie.
Hey.
Oh, wait, that's not me. That's the wrong person.
Nope.
You're still drunk.
I just go inside.
What happened? You look a little down.
This
Like
is
you've
how I always look.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ghosts aren't real.
Really?
Good night.
Night.
They're probably still glowing with fairy fire.
Yep.
Why's your hair on fire?
No, it's not on. It's legit. Like, oh.
I'm gonna step inside. Is Georgie just like going straight to sleep or?
I pretty much. She's face down on the bed.
On the bed,
just
yeah.
like.
in Infernal. Be like, I don't know what's going on, but like, you've been real upset since I met you, and I mean, like, it's kind of, I guess it's my dude. I don't know. You're a cool gal, and I just want to make sure you're okay. I mean, this sounds really out of the blue, but it's just like, I don't know, man. You seem down. I want to make sure that you're okay, especially if we're going to some weird ass plane tomorrow.
I just get up and I hug her and I just cry on her.
It's like the oh god, hug, hug. Like
I have a lot of complicated feelings. I don't want to talk with what? Yeah, that. Whatever I said.
Feelings are complicated. I gotta admit, I'm not great on giving advice, but like, if you need me to beat up anybody for you, just let me know.
Oh my gosh, you're my favorite.
Cool. We've known each other for maybe 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm glad. All right, I think you need some sleep.
Okay.
Where's Oberon?
I was talking with Duncan.
I'm actually asking that to Georgie.
Yeah, sorry.
He's, I don't know, doing magic stuff and being cool, I guess. I don't know.
Where?
You know. I don't know, Nate. You
Wow. Wow.
I did tell her.
in the morning.
I put the pillow over my head. And I just,
It smells like cabbages.
ah!
There's a lot of cabbages there.
I kind of want to grab Oberon and tell him that he needs to get to sleep so that we can actually do stuff tomorrow.
He'll be fine. He's having a threesome with Kaylin and Duncan.
Duncan? Do you mean Hallwinter Duncan?
No, the other Duncan.
Ah, do we know another Duncan? I'm looking at her blank face, deadpan.
Yeah.
So, who's this new Duncan?
Oh my god.
I get up and I slap him across the face.
Oh,
Bye. Are you running?
Uncanny dodge.
Yep. I'm uncanny dodging that. Diving out the window, Die Hard style.
Yep. Breach and clear. You just fucking go.
I need to find Oberon.
All right. So, yeah, let's cut to Leanna.
Yes.
I'm glad we can be here, Podger. Yeah, you go back to the stables. And you see, as you kind of like open the door, that there is two ducks. There are two ducks inside. One of them is gigantic, and one of them, which you thought was the giant duck, is much smaller. It's given birth to a larger creature somehow.
oh my.
You don't know why. Both of them look at you and go, "Wah, wah, 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 wah."
Okay. I step out, close the door, and I immediately go and find one of my friends.
Okay, so you head back to, I guess, Georgie and Iana?
Yeah. Guys,
What?
you know how we heard that the duck can multiply really easily?
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Somehow, our duck has given birth to a bigger one.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's how it works, Leanna? Were they being aggressive?
No, they just looked at me and quacked at me.
Well,
There was two ducks. I know when we left, there was one. And now when I came back, there's two. So, can I have one of them then?
Sounds like you can have as many as you like soon.
I mean, fine.
Yes!
I will draw up papers in the morning. In the morning, I will draw up papers.
Yeah,
you cannot go near the duck till then.
Okay. But
So-
there might be more than two if we go back in the morning.
We got a no-fly zone on the ducks.
I mean, I'm sure they'll still be there.
There might be 3 or 4 if we go back in the morning. I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, if that's a possibility, we'll just
That
deal
means
with it in
we'll
the
all
morning.
get pet ducks.
let's deal with it in the morning. I think Georgie needs sleep. You might need sleep. I think we all need sleep. Where the fuck did Nate go?
So, speaking of which, just cut back to Nate. You go back inside the bathhouse nightclub, and you see that Oberon is there partying and dancing with Kaelin and a man who you think is Duncan Hallwinter, but he's like wearing these really rich robes and he's got all these like rich friends with him, and they're all like, this is like the exclusive VIP area that they're in.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a deep breath to sober myself up a tiny bit. I'm gonna walk straight up to Duncan, look him up and down to make sure it is the right Duncan, the one that I thought Georgie was speaking about, Duncan Hallwinter.
Yeah,
and
it definitely is.
Look at that he's a little bit richer and more important than he was before. Suddenly, Nate begins to formulate a plan. Originally, he'd come in here to ask for his help, but now he looks important. I will immediately walk up to him and say, "Duncan, is that you?"
Ah,
Oh,
Nate, it's good to see you. Join the party.
Yeah, whoa, I'll join the party, but I need to ask you something.
Okay.
What's this? It looks like you've risen up in the world a bit here.
Got some new threads.
What can I say, man? Sometimes you invest in people. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying. How many people do you have, Duncan?
Oh, I mean, I run the town, so there's a guard force of a couple hundred. There's some servants and the like. There's a bear or two.
And that's when a light bulb goes off on the top of Nate's head, and he begins to smile quite slyly, and then he goes, "You owe me, Duncan."
What? Oh, yeah, no, I totally owe you. Like, one time that you, saved my life, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for me, and I did give up
Whoa.
an act of immense power to get you here where you are today. Well, it just so happens we have a town not far from here called Phandelver. Heard of it?
Maybe. I mean, there are a lot of towns, Nate.
Yeah, you've heard of it, Duncan.
If you say so, man.
Send every able-bodied man there now.
Why would I do that, dude? We're partying. It's the festival time.
Yeah, you're partying, but people are dying over there. So
nice.
how about
They're not
you
my people,
start
man.
doing what I say, or I'll take my gift of life back from you right now.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, bro, you've got to calm down right now.
I am calm. I'm drunk, but I'm calm, and all I'm saying is,
Why don't we all have a conversation about this in the morning, okay? When we're all feeling a little less fucking high.
my deal will not change in the morning, but fair enough.
All right. Then we'll speak in the morning. Come to my headquarters at the top of town.
Your headquarters, Mr. Hallwinter, of course.
It's Sir Hallwinter now?
Yes, I suppose, or Lord, whatever you prefer, really.
Lord Hallwinter.
Titles, schmitles, you know. But seriously, call me Lord.
Okay, yes, Lord Hallwinter. All right, well, that's kind of...
Let's party, guys.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I will follow Nate because I feel the mood's taking a shift.
Yeah.
I'll leave Kaelin and Duncan partying and head back to the cabin with Nate.
Okay. So I think finally the group rest and
I
return.
recover all my stuff. Yay!
I mean, yeah, I guess technically it probably is a long rest because you guys probably sleep until the afternoon.
Yep.
So by the time you get in, it's gone dawn, and yeah, you you head back and get some rest and wake up in the morning with throbbing headaches. And
I didn't drink, so
I didn't drink either.
Yeah, me and
surprisingly.
Yana didn't drink.
wow,
How nice for you.
losers.
Yeah.
And Nate, if you're Nate, you have 13 cabbages.
Excellent. I will probably give them back. I feel bad.
Probably give them back. It's not a guarantee.
Hangover food you got there.
Sorry?
Is that hangover food you got there?
Yeah, I'm going to go into the nearby tavern kitchen and say, can you make some sort of soup out of this?
Cabbages for some reason. Just
Trademarked
all nice. Like a
cabbage.
Not just like, I'm like the cabbage guy from Avatar. I'm like cabbage.
Yeah. My cabbages.
My cabbages!
That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have a nice cabbage soup for breakfast, I think. Ugh, my head. I haven't been that drunk since, well, ever. And all I had was like one.
Since we celebrated bringing back Duncan from the dead. Now, onto that topic.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
I
don't.
have leverage over the man.
Yes, he's here. He's fine. He's here.
No beverage, please. Oh, leverage, yeah. Yeah, it was a good idea. Bad time to bring it up, though. But
Nope.
Nate definitely has an idea, and it could help us in the upcoming battle in Phandelver.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh
go.
yeah. Oberon,
Hmm?
I forgot to tell you that. You know that duck we won?
That one duck, yeah. What about it?
That one duck has now become 2, and there may be more in the stables.
Oh, God. The mutations have taken effect.
So why are we eating cabbage when we could be eating duck?
Whoa.
No! We're not eating the ducks!
Ow!
Not
Liana, calm
unless,
down.
not unless we need to quell them. But still, we should go check on the ducks.
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
But Georgie let me get a duck. She said she would write up some papers for ownership for me for one of them.
All right, quickly jump to the stables. I'm gonna like burst in there, like expecting there to be like an overflow of them.
Yeah,
One
there
coming to mind?
there is what can only be described as a small tide of ducks.
God, how much was it? 1 gold a night.
Yeah.
I turned to the guy. I'm like, here. I pass him like 100 gold.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And it's just like there is one like gigantic one, and then there's the original duck, and then there's little ones.
Oh no!
I want the giant one.
And one giant one, the mother duck. Yeah, the mother goose. So sweet. Oh God.
Mother of
Like-
ducks.
Holy mother of duck.
Oh God! I run back to the rest, and I'm like, there may be too many to eat. Like we would not get through them all, and I don't know how to make it stop.
I know how to make it stop. It's fire.
No!
Look,
It might
I've
be.
already told you, Liana, I'm not going to hurt the duck. I was joking. In fact, I tried to set it free last night.
Wait, what?
I mean, I can testify to that. He actually did try, and then he kind of fell asleep. But
Nate.
The
I
eternal
don't know what
freedom.
she's talking about, but I decided that my moral conscience got the better of me, and I turned around and left it.
Okay. So, I have to think of a name of my new duck friend.
There's a bigger problem than naming the duck. It's how to stop them from multiplying and taking over the world.
They're not gonna take over the world. They're
Just let them take over the town. It's a shit town
When
anyway.
does it stop, Liana? They could just multiply forever.
I'm gonna
It's at the source. Maybe-
sidle up next to Georgie and say, "Whisper, are you all right?"
Yes.
There's mutations going on.
Okay, and then sidle back.
Anyway, look.
So why don't,
this
if
is
we
good at
can't
this rate.
all of them, why not get some of them to Xander?
What?
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's
First of all,
actually a
don't
really
kill
great
them.
idea.
Next thing, feed them to a dragon.
If they don't stop multiplying, there'll be no end to them. I say we have to kill the snake as if cut the head off the beast, so to speak.
Hang on a minute, it's a ducknado.
But I get to keep one of them, right?
Nope. Birds of a feather die together.
This could solve like so many famine problems in this area.
I want to keep one. Georgie said I could.
If they multiply like this, they're basically little fucking gremlins.
Why don't we just build
We
some
can't
duck
keep
farms?
them.
What do duck farms look like?
I wanted, you said I could have one, and she just starts crying.
Kaelin walks in. Hi, we talking about gnomes or? How's it going, guys?
Oh my God. You're so terrible.
Oh, hey. No, we're just having a duck problem, actually. I'm not going to be able to pay the stable master much longer.
A duck problem. Oh, you didn't get one of those Far Eastern ducks, did you?
It turned out it was.
Ah, classic.
But I want to keep one. Not
Yeah.
fair.
You'd probably just be best massacring them all, or like donating them to some famine charity
Yes,
or something.
that's what I want to do.
Yes.
Just, I don't want to think about ducks ever again. That would be great.
Yeah, been there.
They were truly gremlins. That's the worst animal to be like, because it's near water, right? Gremlins, they touch water, they multiply.
That's a rumor. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I mean, we can try and get rid of them. I mean, or you could just send them through to Feywild.
I like that too. That sounds even easier. Let's herd them into the mirror maze or whatever and get out of here.
Oh god.
Does anyone know how to herd ducks in the first place?
No. I'm
It's
still
probably-
keeping one
Oh,
because
yeah, ranger for help, maybe.
Georgie said I could.
The verbal contract is not binding.
I don't care.
I'm leaving to go find Duncan. Just like the duck talk.
I don't-
Giving me a headache.
I'm going to a different tavern. Away.
I'm going to the stable to choose a duck for me to keep.
Okay. Is anyone overseeing Liana who needs to be restrained, I think? As she's...
Ducking
I
duck.
Yeah.
I would like to
will-
ask Iona to come with me.
All right, I'll go with you, Nate. I mean, we already had our bonding thing last night, so let's just continue.
Oh, yeah, or just because you got horns and you look scary. That's all. Come on.
I mean, fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm taking along with Nate.
Because
Okay.
the last time I went to an important crime lord and tried to intimidate him, he chopped off 2 of my fingers. So
Yep.
That is
I
true.
don't want to go alone this time. I love a crime lord.
Perhaps should be a tad less confident, yeah.
Yep.
So, Duck Dynasty, yes. So you head to Duncan's, like, little, kind of like, not really a palace, but, you know, like, official sort of buildings. There are guards outside who let you in. And he's got this, like, large sort of hall, and there are guards around here as well, and Duncan's there. He looks a little bit hungover, and he's like, "Hey, guys, good to see you."
Likewise.
I
Yeah,
don't
take a
believe we met, though.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought you would have... no, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Who are you?
This is Iona.
Yeah.
This is Duncan.
Hey,
I saved
Duncan.
his life.
Duncan Hallwinter.
You related to that really wishy-washy dude I met?
Tilda?
Yeah, I think that was his name.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. He's my brother.
All right.
Older brother.
Huh. Interesting. I turned to Nate and like,
Yeah, anyway, this is my friend Iona. She's here just to make sure that negotiations go smoothly.
Sure.
Not
he's
saying
like,
there's gonna be trouble,
he's like,
but
whatever.
Take a seat. We'll all take a seat.
I'm sure if you want to sit down. I've got a
Yes.
bit of a headache, to be honest. What is it you wanted? You wanted me to send troops somewhere or something?
Yes, you don't remember, do you?
Vaguely something about, oh, you're going to kill me, etc., as if you could do that.
No, Duncan. All I said is that you owe me, because without me, you would be dead. I gave you the gift of life, and it was expensive. And what I'm saying is, you owe me.
So you'd like
Therefore-
to cash in all your chips for this one?
You could say that, and I'd want you to send able-bodied men to defend Phandelver and to help us end everything that's going on there.
That seems perfectly reasonable.
Oh, well, that was easier than expected.
He smiles. See, I can be reasonable.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna instantly eye up everything in the room to make sure.
What kind of forces do you have at Fandalen at the moment?
Militia, peasants mostly. We
And
have some goblins. a bugbear.
Sildar's in charge, right?
I wouldn't say in charge. I'd say he's in charge of his interior decorating.
Then I'm definitely in. As long as I get to be in charge.
We're in charge.
No, you're not.
now hold up. Why would you be in charge?
Because I'm bringing the bloody army, woman.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
I immediately stand up to my full.
Duncan, sir, where are your manners? What happened to you?
I had a very long night, and now you're talking very loudly at me. Listen, I want to go there, and I'll be in charge. I'll do whatever it is you want me to do, but I am in charge over Sildar, okay?
Oh,
What?
so this is the brother thing. You just want to be in charge of your brother, huh?
Yes.
Duncan, have you got small man syndrome when it comes to your brother? You do, don't you? It's because he's a bigger and better man than you that suddenly...
It's because all throughout my life he's been trying to say, he's so much better than me, he's a great adventurer, he stares into the middle distance and is handsome. And this time, it's going to be me that's in charge.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Our group, us, are in charge, joint membership of a force that will attack the mines.
How about we...
You're not above us. Duncan.
All right, we're equals, that's fair.
Equal is good. Equal is democratic. Excellent.
Good. So, anything else? I mean... Tell me about Sildar and Georgie.
What about them?
Well, I hear that they have a relationship.
Well, ain't none of your business.
Well,
You think?
Well, I'll find out sooner or later.
Whoa, guys. I'll turn to Duncan and go, I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm simply asking after my dear brother.
I literally don't know what you're talking about. All I know is that he asked me about a breeze block or something.
A breeze block. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, my dear friend. He would have taught you the old... Never mind.
I'll eye him up warily and say, well, just make sure you're there within the week. Organize your men. We have a base camp at the Trassender Manor. So, you can report to Sildar there.
All right. Sildar can report to me.
Not at first. He knows the terrain. You don't.
He says, you see, that's going to be a problem. The one condition I want is that I'm in charge of Sildar, okay?
Yes, of course you're in charge of Sildar. Once we are back to establish natural hierarchy. But for now, everyone is equal. We're there to liberate Phandelver.
Everyone except Sildar, who's a little bit less equal than me.
Wow.
Okay.
Deal or no deal?
How's this?
No lemons.
You are captain of the joint forces. He is lieutenant. Correct?
He can be my right-hand man.
That's
No,
up to him.
my left-hand
He's not
man.
your slave. He's not your slave.
He will be.
I'm going to stand up and go, I will cash in on this. Just you remember that, because you're being very difficult, Duncan. Very difficult.
It's simply easy. All you have to do is say yes.
Nate looks at Iona, shrugs and goes, yeah, why not?
Good. Then I have the troops sent within a week.
Yep, and I walk off knowing that I don't give a fuck as long as he sends the troops. I don't care what happens between his brother and him.
I'll wait a second. Lean over the desk towards Duncan and be like, you take advantage of those people, you'll get what's coming for you.
You're in no position to threaten me, darling.
Oh, too bad, because I am. And I walk out.
Take her away.
Wow.
I'm already walking out. Bye.
Take myself out.
Crap.
She's a live one.
Does he say that to me?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll shrug and go, well, she is in a position to hurt. But, Duncan, you make sure you are there on time, otherwise I will come back and claim back my gift in a different way.
I'd like to see you try. I will be there, though.
Why are you being so friendly? Christ, I was only just saying that I would probably just ask for gold instead.
Go on, then. Run along.
So, okay, I'm walking out quite furious. I didn't buy that poison. Not mild poison. I want to give him the shits for weeks.
So you head out, viewer decision time for 20 followers. I want to know, what power do the ducks have, my friends?
Oh my god!
What power do the ducks have?
Yay!
underneath that line in chat, if you'd be so kind, my friends. Awesome.
Immortal.
Alright, so
Immortal
I have
ducks.
to go pick out my duck.
Right, so the group are back together, and Liana wants to go and pick out her duck.
Right,
Well,
Liana.
I'm going whether or not they say no.
I'm coming with Liana, and I'm making sure she picks the smallest one because I don't want it to multiply into like bigger ducks. Like
Right.
these multiply, we're gonna have to put them down.
Oh.
But you can pretend to have a pet duck for as long as that takes. How many are there now, by the way? Just as I come back.
It's probably like 100, maybe 150.
Quack, 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 quack.
It seems like even the little ones do multiply, worryingly.
Bloody hell. Alright,
This is
you can
just-
pick all the litter at the front if you want.
We
Alright.
need to set them on fire, is what we need to do.
You take-
No!
you
Set
did-
the whole stable on fire and then just pay for repairs at this point. They're pests.
Only
They're
take the
like,
infertile
Feed the
one.
rest of them to Xander.
Fine, just do it.
I'm gonna look for a duck that does not multiply. Can I roll a perception check?
All do.
They all seem to multiply, unfortunately.
Can I look for the litter of the runs? Just to make Oberon happy?
Sure, yeah, roll me a perception check.
At least then it'll multiply into little runs.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah, I mean, you find like a small one.
Okay.
I'll take the small one.
Is he like a baby duck, or is he the kind of...
Yeah, he's like a baby duck, yeah. He fits in your hand.
Ah!
There you go.
There you go.
I hope you're not taking that into the Feywild.
Don't worry, he'll be safe. Which is now I have to think of a good name.
Alright, I'll go back to the stable master. I'm like, okay,
I'll take my little friend.
we obviously can't pay for all these ducks.
It's not a sentence you often say, is it? We obviously can't pay for all these ducks. That much is apparent.
What am I to do? Can we make out some sort of deal?
You want to get rid of them?
Yeah, ideally, yeah.
Well, I suppose you could sell them off to someone. I wouldn't buy them myself.
There's a constant stream, so
You could
yeah,
you could just you could let them into the forest and just then get eaten by wolves or start a colony there. You could speak to a wizard, try and get him sent off to some different portal or dimension.
dimension.
Aye,
Oh my
what
God.
you've got is a tide of never-ending ducks right there.
It's true. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick.
I did see some wizards at the festival. Maybe if they're still here, we can ask them.
They're mere illusionists, like myself. I'm afraid. I'm no real like wizards here, but I'm gonna make a quick Arcana check, just sort of see the nature of their magical abilities, and or just figure out how to maybe stop it if there wasn't a way to try and like neuter the multiplying magically.
I don't
neuter.
mind neutering my new friend. Oh,
Oh god. Oh
they
god.
also make an Arcana check.
Sure, yeah. Everyone's like there's a lot of ducks here.
11.
Yeah, I mean, you're not understanding the true process. You don't understand the true power of the ducks.
This is beyond my level of understanding. Ducks are just a.
This is beyond any power we could possibly know.
Yeah. This is chaos incarnate.
This is Gandalf. This being is beyond any of you. Fly, you fools!
Fly.
Alright, I know who to name my little friend. His name shall be Dobby.
Dobby?
Yeah, Dobby.
Okay. Dobby the elf.
Dobby the house duck.
Dobby the duck.
Alright. It's kind of cute, but we will have to kill him eventually.
No! Not killing Dobby!
Just wait until it makes Dobby the second, Dobby the third, and by the time it's Dobby the 300th, you'll be like begging me to kill it.
Well, then if there's... Then we'll just wait till it becomes Dobby the 5th, and then everyone here can ride him.
The duck is the size of your hand.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. You're not gonna be able to ride that thing. Let's turn it into like roller skates, like ducky skates. I don't know.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of Dobby.
For now, Mr. Stabemaster, let all the butchers in the town. No, ducks.
I'll tell him there's a feast on.
That's right. Tell them there's a feast. And if
Looks
they
like
give-
ducks back on the menu, boys.
with the money they buy the ducks, I want you to take that as payment for me stabling them. Okay?
Right. You see, however, as you look down at the little army of ducks, all of them have suddenly got really large anime eyes.
I didn't.
And they're all looking at you.
I
And
missed this in my check, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I can't-
yeah, and you look down at them, and you suddenly feel a pity well in your heart for these small creatures who have only just been birthed into the universe.
That's
And
so kawaii.
And you feel it's impossible to kill them.
No.
But you do realize something else. That this could be an army. That this could be an army of ducks to fight against the darkness.
Yes!
Use the ducks against them, of course. Oh my god. I start picking up a small one and stroking it. Use your powers of kawaii against the darkness. Oh my god, yes. In fact, what would they be able to do? If the mines overflowed with ducks, they'd be forced to retreat. Then we have no safe hold.
I feel like he's still drunk.
I
I'm
started,
not
laugh-
even there, and I feel like he's still drunk.
I started laughing so hard I dropped my phone.
Okay, hold on. Butcher deals off. We want to stable these ducks. Here, I'll pay him another 200 gold.
Looks like ducks are back off the menu, boys.
Yes, crop that.
Believe that order.
I am serious though, and I hand him 2 huge bags of gold.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And the little
We'll be
duck's like,
back as soon as we can.
well, you know, if you're looking to weaponize his force, you could go to the duck armorer. The ducksmith, as we call him.
What the?
Just
You have
can't.
one of those?
Well, there's a lot of weird folk around in the in this
Oh,
place, the festival. He doesn't get a lot of trade, this man.
Okay.
Believe it or not, but when the trade is good, it flows fast and almost endless, much like the tide of ducks. And he can armor them for you, potentially even weaponize their beaks.
Wow. What's the name of this legendary smith?
Beaker.
Alright. Head to Beaker's smithy.
You slow-mo action walk towards them as there are unexplained explosions in the background.
Bring Dobby. We're
Yeah,
gonna arm her. We're gonna arm Dobby.
So tiny! How could he help in the... But
You-
look at his cute kawaii eyes!
You come over to Beaker, who says,
Is that you?
it's not Meeper.
Conic?
He says, hello. He's very small. He's a gnome. And he's got a tiny little blacksmith's hammer. And he's ding 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 ding.
Right sign. Making-
Excuse me, sir. I can't help but notice you have a small army of ducks behind you. And well, this
Are they
is.
following? Are
Yeah.
they imprinted?
I think they might have done, yes.
Oh god. That's perfect actually. We need to raise an army.
Oh, good.
To the Phandelver mines.
Oh, it'll be like the duck hordes of '95 all over again.
I see this isn't the first army of ducks you've had to arm.
No, this is not my first rodeo, my friend.
Duck rodeo.
My duck rodeo.
Right then. Tell me what you can do.
Well, I'm supposing you wanted them all outfitted with armor, no?
Of course, of course.
And we could form the mega duck, sir.
Elaborate.
No.
Well, we could choose between having one of this army of tiny 1,000 ducks, or together we could mold their bodies into one giant flesh abomination, which I would then armor. And
The gun duck.
the gun duck. I like that
Pretty
a lot.
much you're asking if we want to have, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one,
Or one
horse-sized duck?
horse-sized duck. Indeed, that is very much the question.
Duck-sized duck.
It'd be like Clarence again!
You knew Clarence?
Yeah.
First of his feather?
That's true, yes. I know the one responsible behind these mutations. He looks very similar to me, in fact. But
Well,
we won't go into that now.
It was he who first formed the the duck horde several decades ago. He is a legend amongst my very small group of friends who are also ducksmiths.
You must have spread up pretty quickly. Although I don't know how long Clarence has been around. I'm gonna find that friend of mine and ask for him.
Can we make a horse? Can we make like the same size? All these ducks turn to the same size as Clarence, and can we name him Dobby?
No.
Dobby. The Dobby can be the cherry on the top. Like
That is one thing I refuse to do. I can either have thousands of tiny ducks or one giant duck. I can spare one little duck, I suppose. On top.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Dobby with me. Dobby is my friend.
I looked to Leanna, but sort of talking to myself at the same time. Giant duck sounds awesome, but will it fit in the mines? Probably not.
Probably not, no.
I've got to kind of make the executive decision here and say a tiny army of ducks.
Yeah.
About the same size as this one, so they can fit into small crevices, invade underground terrain. Have you got like drills? Can you give these guys drills for their beaks?
Yes, their beaks will form a very much like a pickaxe. Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, we'll have to do that. Sorry about scrap the gun duck idea, but
Okay, I'll put it on the back bench.
we'll do the tiny army, and I'll like usher the waddling little line of ducks in, and
Come on. Well, I'm afraid this is all going to have to cost if you're going for the first package, which is the tiny army of ducks and the surcharge of the beak drills.
How much is it?
This will cost 1,000 gold.
I
much
have
is it,
1,000 gold.
we can go halves if you want.
Okay. How
Okay.
much do you have? Alright, so 500? So...
I have 500 exactly. Wait a minute, I better get my money back off that stable master. He's not stabling those anymore.
You've given this man so much gold and...
Get my 200 back, so I have 700, and I'll spend 500 of it, so I'm down to 200.
I have now. Alright, here you go. And we both give him like big bags of 500 gold each.
There we go.
Fantastic. Well then, I'm going to need a day or two to work on all of this, you understand?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna bring the Feywild.
I'm just gonna keep Dobby with me.
Well,
All
okay.
right. Me up back with the rest?
Do you need him neutered?
Yes, please.
I don't think it affects the multi, does it?
Oh, trust me. It works.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we have Dobby neutered, please?
Yes, you can.
Do what you can to control their numbers as best you can, and we'll be back as soon as we can. A day or two, you say. We'll be back then.
Hope so.
Anyway, let's catch up with the rest, and we'll head back to the cabin, I guess.
How long will it take for Dobby to get neutered? I'm just wondering.
He just like... He hands him back to you now neutered.
Yes.
With a simple touch, I turn people infertile, yes.
You are truly a legend of the craft.
Thank you.
All right. Come on, I put Dobby on my shoulder. Like, come on, Dobby. Let's go back to the others.
Alright. So the group you return with a tiny duck.
I'm not there.
Only
One, I don't want to see that.
In so many ways, oh no.
In so many ways, I am not there.
We see Nate and Yona coming back.
Radiohead's How to Disappear completely plays in the background as Georgie just walks into the sunset. Yeah. So I guess Iona and Nate are still hanging out. They've returned at that point, having met with Duncan.
Return, and I'm going to head straight to Georgie and tell her the update and say that Duncan's being a bit of a dick, but he will do what we said.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Is Georgie there?
I was like, I'm not there.
Yeah,
Are
so
you with me?
you could go and find it. Where are you at the moment, Georgie?
I just was going to, like people just like walk through and just like scuff the ground with their foot. But I'm also gonna go to a blacksmith, and I need probably more bolts.
All
and
right.
stuff.
Presumably, if Nate walks around long enough, he can find Georgie.
Yeah, sighing, lots of loud sighing.
Yeah, huffing and.
We'll stick with Nate for the whole group together.
I would be like, Nate, do you want a moment with her? Oh, I can go off and do something else.
No, why would I want a moment?
I don't know.
just
You
gonna
seemed
go.
like you were pretty intent on finding her.
Just to tell her about what's going on. I've managed to get a small army to.
That's true. And also, that guy's a dick. Is it just me? Is he a dick?
He never used to be. I think the power's got to his head.
I know those type. God. Ugh.
Oh,
Liana also managed to form a tiny army as well. A very tiny army.
We have a duck army.
But I do wish to take. Oh no! I don't trust any of them with that secret. Never mind. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll take Georgie to one side and then tell her.
hello.
You do.
Duncan is being a little bit unresponsive, and he's got this whole power play going on with his brother, upon which he asked me about you and Sildar. I said, basically, I knew nothing, but is there something I should know? I look at her genuinely confused.
Nope.
Yeah, I just assumed that. I thought you two just wrote a
That's
lot of
really
letters home.
creepy, though. That's really, really
Yeah,
creepy.
he's got some sort of dominating power going on. And he wants to be in charge, so I've told him he's in charge, but he's not. And if he gets out of line, I'll slit his throat. Ooh.
I'm slow to chastise him in this moment.
I'll be like, beat him up. I meant
Right.
beat him.
Beat him up. Yeah.
I meant that. I really
Like,
did.
okay, like how creepy are we talking? We talking like beard stroking creepy, or just like
Like, villain on a twirly chair, creepy with a...
seriously, Duncan?
No, I'm joking. No, he was just being a dick.
Huh. I mean, but he said he'd help.
Yeah, he's sending men, but he just wants to be in charge. Of course, he's in charge, but I don't know how much I trust him anymore.
No, that's just so many creepy vibes. Just from like the third hand of what you're telling me, I'm thoroughly creeped out.
I believe he's been affected in some way by his power or by how I brought him back, maybe?
But he
The
wasn't
priest-
giving you any like snaky vibes,
No,
though, right?
not at all. But I do remember something the cleric said when I handed over the belt to have him resurrected. That
Wow.
death changes you.
But he seemed fine, right? When he came back, he seemed like
It might be progressive. All I'm saying is that if he does get too out of hand, we just need to put him down.
he's not gonna like hurt his brother, is he?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, Sildar seems like a sweet man who likes to paint, so I can't have him being killed just because his brother's jealous. Look, don't tell the guys I'm like this, because, you know, yeah, stab. I'll walk off.
Aww, wait, I wanna hug you.
No, run, I'm running.
Please, Lils.
All right. Is there anything else we need to do before we head off?
We're going to the Feywild now. I've been
Oh, yeah.
prepping for this since last night. I don't know what the fuck just
Oh,
happened.
yeah,
we
Georgie,
did
good
that.
news. Little Dobby's been neutered, so he won't multiply.
I'm
Great.
thrilled.
Awesome.
Needs to be proved, but yeah, for now, Dobby is fine.
Yep, Dobby's fine, and he'll come with us to the Feywild.
It's
I'm
it's
so
your risk.
Well, it'll be just be in my bag, so it'll be fine.
Okay. Unless he multiplies.
I'll leave him out when we do a short rest. He needs his fresh air.
Okay, cool. Well, that's rations sorted. Anything else we need?
I've been ready to go since like
Yeah,
this morning.
you're very right. We probably should have gone before any of this happened. We probably should have just not stopped at all and just gone.
Well,
But
I wanted a long rest, so it's.
right,
Plus, I don't even know when this thing opens, so yeah.
Let's head over to the mirror maze then.
Okay.
So, we're going to take the top two viewer decisions from the last draw poll. It's Mr. Prudish Duck and subscribe. Thank you, my friend. Seems only fitting to have another duck-based decision. So, you see that Dobby now farts rainbows. As do all of the army of ducks. That's
Well, I should probably lead that with my sword.
it seems like they're growing in power in many ways. And so you head to the kind of mirror maze, and Kaylin's there. She's like, "Oh, you guys want to go in and do your thing?"
Yeah.
Yep.
How does this You don't know how this works, do you?
Not really, no.
How hard could it be?
Tell me about that night. I just want to quickly recap. I came out of the mirror maze. Did I say anything, or was I just unconscious? I mean,
You said that you'd fallen out of somewhere.
okay,
So maybe try falling in.
perhaps. I mean, that's literally all we have to go on, but
Yeah, sorry.
I'll do my best in there.
Oh, some guy came along. Said his name was Prudish. He knows the blacksmith? Ducksmith or something? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. What did he say?
He said he had something for the lady who likes the duck.
Oh,
That would be me.
yeah, must mean this one. Went to Leanna.
Yeah, it's a special thing. she gets out from her hand, holding in her hand this tiny set of duck plate mail armor.
Oh my god.
I think this is like way too small for you, but there you go.
Perfect. Oh, thank you. And I take out Dobby and I help put his armor on.
Yeah, it's a good 5-minute process as Dobby slips on his plate mail, which definitely inhibits his ability to fly somewhat, but does make yes, his cute little anime eyes shine even more off the plate armor.
I whisper to Georgie, why is there armor on that duck?
I have no earthly idea.
Welcome to the group.
Yep.
This has been the
Alright.
craziest 24 hours of my life, and I've been in jail.
Iana, did Nate said you went with him to talk with Duncan about armies or troops or something. Did he seem like
Like a total creep?
Oh, yes.
I
did.
I may have threatened him. I don't know if that was a good idea.
I mean, it's
What I'm
probably
thinking-
fine. It's just Duncan. It's probably fine. But
cool.
was he like mustache twirling villain or something?
No, he's just I don't know, a skis-ball.
Oh,
Best way to...
so weird. All right, well,
I wasn't lying.
I didn't say you were, Nate. I just wanted an outside perspective.
All right. And Iona, just so you know, we've all been to prison too.
Ha! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the craziest
That
3
was
hours of my life.
so fun. I was so sick and I got fireballed.
It was actually him who was breaking out.
Yes, we broke out Duncan from
We
prison.
saved him twice, and then
He
Nate
owes us
got
2
brought
armies.
back from the dead. Yeah, that's right. He does owe us 2.
Okay, well, I mean, I think you should probably tell me the story some other time.
Yeah, mirror maze. Right, mirror
Let's
maze.
go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Come on, Dobby. We're gonna go to the Feywild.
I'll head in first and see if I can start to do my memory.
I will fall behind Oberon.
All right. So, I'm just looking at my notes and we're on like line 2. Oh, so funny. So the we maybe got carried away. Thank you to Dobby the Duck for following as well. Welcome, my friend. Glad we've got an official account. Glad there's an official account out there. Someone quick get the domain name registered for the website. Yeah, fantastic. I'm registering as a limited
were-
company under
Whoever you
Dobby.
are, Dobby the Duck, you were... Holy shit, you're amazing. Wow. I can't believe that just happened.
It says quack in chat. Well done. Well played. The role play.
Someone made it.
The role play. There it is. So yeah, you head to the. What's up, Good Go Pie? You head to the mirror maze. And yeah, Kaylin's kind of let you inside. And she's like, "Hey, you're going away for a long time again, right? So I guess we should probably say goodbye."
We should.
See you later.
Don't listen to him. You don't even know him.
Yeah, that guy's kind of a,
Sorry.
that guy's kind of a dick.
Sorry, he's so rude.
Yeah, what's his deal? He's always like super rude to everyone.
He's a bit abrasive, yeah. I don't know.
The defensive front.
Probably has lots of gnome friends.
Jesus, Kaylin.
When did you
What?
get something against gnomes, by the way?
It's
always
a long story that Basically, just come here trying to steal all our jobs. Anyway,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's
yeah.
difficult when you're in a circus and, you're trying to do, like, an acrobat's thing, and gnomes just have this, like, talent
Probably
for...
got
Yeah,
something
no
going on.
steal all the thunder. I can understand that.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's just a fact that they're all lying, cheating thieves.
We really should get going. We've been
Sorry.
We've
Right.
been
okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, we got hung up on that.
I'll give her a big hug
Yeah.
and I'll say, hopefully not for a long time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, come back soon.
All right.
And
Thanks
the rest
again
of you
for
look
looking
after him.
Oh, we will. All right. Come on, everyone. Dobby,
Yeah.
we will head on in.
Head on inside the maze of mirrors.
Asked me twice.
So yeah, it's a bit of an odd place to walk into a mirror maze. Anyone ever been inside one?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, they're fucking
Yeah,
weird.
They
They're fucking
are.
weird.
They're very disorientating as soon as you step inside.
Yeah, the moment you're inside, you are quite confused, and you see all your kind of faces distort and change in the mirrors, and you very quickly, as you're kind of trying to head down like a path, you're trying to figure out where to go, and it's very, very difficult as you're looking around. You're trying to like hold hands or like like hand on shoulder so you guys can stay together in this place.
Definitely.
As it is quite disorienting. Roll me a survival check, Oberon, as you're kind of headed in here first.
Okay. Stay close, guys.
Oh boy.
Where is everyone?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so you, what you guys didn't know is if you Hallwinter is actually an anagram of Lannister. Think about it.
What?
I'm clever. Think about it. So you're heading to the mirror maze, and Oberon, you're getting some kind of like memories going back being in this place. You remember...
As a child.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, like kind of like stumbled, sort of coming out from this place, and that night, and you'd like cut yourself on something, like you were bleeding, and you have an image of like shattered glass as well, as you kind of like stumbled through here, and you're kind of just going through the maze. You're just walking through it at this point. And nothing is like, there's no glowing portal around here. You don't hear anything different. It's just a group of you in this maze.
Yeah. Okay. I remember shattered glass. Maybe we have to break one of these mirrors. And I start feeling them like they're all solid. And then I'm maybe like looking for something that's maybe cracked. But I'm like, Also, it might not just be a mirror on the wall. It could be one on the ceiling or one on the floor, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around, trying to find my way back, follow my footsteps backwards, and see if I can find any shards of glass with that survival check. I'm guessing that's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Roll me like an investigation check. 'Cause it's sort of like checking for traps.
That's good. 15. That's actually a really high roll.
Pretty good. It's pretty good for you.
For me, anyway.
Did someone actually?
What's happening?
Wolf drew some ducks around Liana's character portrait. It's
Oh
really
shit!
cute.
Let me
It's
see.
really cute.
That's great.
That's great, Wolf.
Fantastic. So you have a feel around, and you realize that one of them is like almost liquidy. It's still like firm, but it's like it can like wobble and move,
What the heck?
in a
is
very
it?
disorienting way.
Does it like does it feel like you could put your hand through it?
It feels like you possibly could, yeah. As you start like pressing kind of force against it, it's like has some resistance to it, but you're kind of like pushing your hand through it, and it's kind of like molding around a hand.
I don't think this is a mere illusion, guys. Liana, quick, pass me Dobby here.
Okay. Just
And,
be careful with him. I don't want to
okay.
lose.
He's armored, he'll be fine.
Into the
Yeah.
fire.
Put Dobby through the
No, I like where this is going.
Put Dobby through the mirror.
Dobby. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you kind of push Dobby through, and without, he disappears.
Okay.
For the other side.
I go
Okay.
after him as a
Then I tie a rope to Dobby. Wait, should have done that before.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Liana, he's dead now.
No.
If Liana goes through, I go through right after her. Whee!
All right, Leanna's gone
Tie the
through.
rope onto it.
Okay, I go.
Oh, did Leanna go through? Did I hear
Yeah,
that?
I
You
go
did.
after
Okay, yeah.
Dobby.
Through.
All right. So Leanna just, and Georgia goes in after.
I misread the Hagen plan wrong. Well, let's go. I'll follow after Georgie.
I guess it's just me and Iona left in the.
I look at Nate. I go. I don't have a good feeling about this.
No, can you? I'm scared.
All right, I put my armor I link arms with him, and
We'll
kind
link
of
arms and then
drag him in.
Geronimo.
Geronimo! I like it. I like it. So, the group of you jump through the portal, and kind of mold your way through the mirror in a very kind of odd fashion. And you come out into a forest, and this will look somewhat familiar to Liana, as she has been in a forest with gigantic proportions before.
Yeah.
She'd been in a place where plants are fucking huge. This place is titanic. So think a leaf could be the size of a small skyscraper. This place is truly huge in comparison to you. You feel like you're little miniatures walking around in the real world. All kind of sense of proportion is completely warped in this time. And you see that above you, there's two suns that are setting back and forth within about 20 minutes or so. They're moving across the sky. It turns from day to night very kind of swiftly. You see it kind of just moving across the sky at a rate of knots in this place. Dobby is here, and Dobby looks absolutely tiny.
Dobby! You're okay. I pick him up. Are you okay, Dobby?
He seems fine. There's no physical damage done to Dobby.
Oh, good. I'm
I
so
go-
glad you're okay. I put him back on my shoulder.
I go to open my flask, then I remember that I didn't refill it,
Oh,
and I put it back in.
No. Oberon, do you have any idea where we're supposed to go?
Yeah, for Oberon, this is like a sudden sort of jolt to the brain in terms of boom, here's that Inception moment where he starts to remember things. He's having those Jason Bourne flashbacks. And who am I? Yeah, and he remembers being in this place, but it was not this big. There was no way it was as large as this. You remember. You were young, but certainly there's nothing like this. There were also animals that kind of ran around here all the time. There are fairies and sprites that would be here at all hours of the day, kind of dancing around. But now the forest seems pretty empty.
I go, Pyrrhal, and she comes out of my sleeve. Has this place grown, or have we shrunk? What's happened to this place?
She's like, wow, this place is huge. But there was whoa, no, they must have fed the trees something, because there was no way it was as big as this last time.
They fed the trees? Oh no. Unless they've been testing out sludge in the Feywild before they sent it off.
They do look kind of odd. And as you kind of look up at the trees, you realize that, yeah, they do look a little bit odd compared to normal trees. They've got extra sort of branches in places where you wouldn't expect them to twist and change. If you inspect the kind of roots, they are slightly glowing somewhat. Rosamore, it is literally a duck.
I head towards one of these, or go near the spiraling trunk and see if I can determine what kind of magical it's under. What kind of magic it's under.
Yeah. Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Hey, Leanna, do you want to help me out?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'll have Leanna assist me. Aid me.
Okay.
So do I also roll an Arcana check? Or is
You
it-
just give advantage to Oberon.
Yeah. All right. So he rolled an 18.
Nice. Yeah, this magic is very akin to the magic which you've seen previously involved with Sludge and Spark.
Oh,
It's
God.
it's the magic of the other Oberon.
Yeah. I think my doppelganger may be responsible here as well. This is something that could spread into our world, and, well, it's all the more reason to get to the bottom of this.
This is terrible. They're literally destroying the environment.
Destroying or warping, they had a vision,
Well,
didn't
this
they?
is not. Well, look at this. There's gigantic plants and trees.
They've truly embraced chaos
These are
here.
the biggest I've seen, and I've seen some big plants, but these are really big.
I look at Georgie and Iona and go, meh. Is this what I meant to expect? Or
I don't know. I thought there would be like lots of nice little, like fairies who would
Yeah,
help us.
I pictured a pink unicorn.
Oh, I would love a pink. See, I would keep a
I've
pink
actually seen
unicorn.
a unicorn, Nate.
Well,
That's pretty cool.
I thought they weren't real.
They
So
are Will, and his name was Wilbur.
Now, see, I would keep a unicorn. If we found a unicorn, I would say that is a worthwhile investment. No offense, Dobby.
Why do we need a unicorn when we have rainbow farting ducks?
Well, yeah.
So what's with the two suns?
Yeah,
That's
it's a
also-
little disorienting.
I asked Cyril about that as well. What's
Yeah,
happening
she's
with
like, looks like time's sped up a bit around here since last we were here.
Sped up.
Oh boy.
So wait, we're
that's,
going.
that's good. We're going faster than it. That's good.
Well,
That's
I
good.
mean, I think,
That's bad.
yeah, I think it's not bad, yeah.
Wait, why? No, because
If it's faster here, that means
It's faster
It's-
there.
it means it's fast. Oh, I
Well-
thought it was the.
I can only assume it. If it was really slow here, that'd be good, because then we could spend a long time here and figure stuff
Yeah,
out.
I imagine one of those cycles is like a day. I don't know.
Are you joking?
Are
So
you
we've
kidding?
I
nearly
need
day already.
Well, everything's
turn
big
around.
around here. It makes sense. Everything's growing faster.
Oh shit.
quickly turn around. Is the portal which we came through there?
There is no
One-
mirror there, no.
There's no mirror on
Uh-oh.
the tree.
We're
Shite.
stuck.
We
Oh,
better get
no.
going.
No, let's just. If we put our hand, maybe if we just go to the same. Mark it. Mark who was in front of it. Put like something down.
Sure, I'll put a mark on it. No way, I don't have magic
Put
word.
like I don't know, grab some rocks and just make a little sign.
Just
Yeah.
grab some
I'll draw
fucking
the
rocks.
rainbow sword.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I carve across.
Okay.
I'll turn the cross into a heart.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's find her.
All right, and I jump off the tree. No, where the heck are we? I need to find some bearings first. Cyril, do you remember which way the court was?
I could fly up and see.
Yeah, have a little look around and go invisible just for safety.
What
And I'll let her scout around, see through her eyes.
Yeah,
Get a
she
nice new aerial view.
flies up and flies up there and takes a look around. She kind of calls back down. Well, she flies back down so she can be heard. And she's like, "Yeah, there's a court over there. Looks a little bit different from last time, though. Lots of
God.
vines and moving things."
That does not sound good.
Oh man, this place has become chaotic.
Okay, we need
All
to.
right.
We
Chaotic
gotta
neutral.
book it. We gotta book it.
Yeah,
We've got
let's
a
make
bearing.
fast pace, guys.
Yeah, we don't have time to dilly dally. We don't have that much time because
We're already running.
Yeah,
Come
we
with us.
shall run. Yeah,
I put Dobby in my bag and I run.
Uh,
Maybe on the ground. I'm hoping we are.
yeah, you guys are on the ground. Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's
Um,
just take it then.
Yeah. Like, let's go! And Beryl zooms off alongside the group of you running over. One second.
Yeah, we're just booking it to the court.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys just zip off, and everybody can roll me an athletics check.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
As you begin to travel through somewhat dangerous terrain. Oh, wow. Oh, that feels good. Sweet, sweet revenge.
Oh, there we go. Yana did good.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I do.
I run.
I know you rolled a 19 like me.
Okay, so let's see. We've got, everyone's doing good, Leanna's doing good, and the rest of you are not. So Nate, Leanna, and Georgie basically get stuck rushing through this gigantic thicket with these huge thorns. The thorns are about the size of daggers, and the three of them are kind of like stuck in trying to like get themselves out of this. So they've basically kind of turned the corner and dived into the damn thing. As you do that, you take, let's see.
Ow!
You take 14 damage as you go inside the razor bush. 14 slashing.
Who takes this damage?
The three of you who failed, so Nate, Liana, and Georgie.
Ow!
Oberon and I guess, are gonna hear those.
Yeah, that kind of cries.
Ow!
You just fell into the most dangerous looking bush in this place.
I'm not as athletic. It led me. I was close to dying running from a falling castle.
Look, let's try to like slip through things this time, maybe instead of trying to just charge forward, because now I'm bleeding.
Ow!
I mean, how bad are you guys bleeding? Like, if you need me to do something.
Don't worry about it. I'm just going to bob and weave.
I can cure wounds if you need me to. But...
No, let's not waste that.
Don't worry about me.
All right. Try to skirt around those ones, the ones with the huge thorns this time.
Yeah. Ow.
Yep.
Right, I know we're on a rush, but let's just not do that again. Let's just.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try and run when there's no thicket.
If we come
That's
across
a
any
good
more
idea.
dangerous terrain, we will try to slow down and work our way around it instead.
All right, roll me a survival check. Whoever's kind of leading the party here.
Probably leave that down to.
Ron, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 20.
20, pretty damn good. So Oberon, you and your party just begin running. And you imagine you've got quite a way to go before you get to Titania's palace, based on just how large everything is around here. And you do manage to avoid several of these kind of like dagger bushes, basically, which your companions are definitely thankful for. And you do spot that there is some strange, like, biley slime which is falling down from one of the trees as you're headed into this area.
What is
It's
that?
green and quite viscous.
Ooh. I don't think we want to engage in that. Let's try and maybe avoid it the best we can.
Avoid that whole thing.
Is it avoidable, or is it like...
Like the bile itself is definitely avoidable. It just definitely seems like a sign of something else.
Okay, just more weird magic kind of like oozing out. All right. Yeah, that's definitely not tree sap, guys. Don't touch the green stuff.
Okay.
Follow me and
I
avoid
like
it.
the idea of not touching anything here.
I hold on to Oberon's arm because I'm a little nervous.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember it being this bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, this
I
totally
did
different.
not expect any of this for my first trip to the Feywild.
Yeah. You continue pressing onwards until Pyrrhal kind of, who's, I imagine, kind of buzzing alongside you at this point, everyone. Spots more of the bile in a tree, like, oh, more of that stuff, not good. And then she's like, wait, look up, guys.
Oh?
And you see from where the bile is coming from.
No.
Yeah. It is a set of giant maggots that are wriggling and kind of throbbing and sort of letting out this sort of like sickness basically going, and it's just like sliding down the trees towards you, and these things are like the size of horses, quite literally horseflies, and their maggots just begin to kind of like quiver and sort of like sliding down the trees towards you guys.
We have
And
a roll initiative.
They don't look friendly.
we'll go do that next time because that's where we're going to wrap up tonight's episode. I'm afraid.
On that sickly note.
On that sickening note, yes. Oh, man. I just ate. You just ate me? What? Fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today for this adventure, this episode 7 of Lost Mines of Phandelver. Hopefully you guys had a good time. If you did, please do let us know in chat. Thank you guys who followed us. And of course, if you haven't yet, hit that follow button and join us, because coming up in just a few moments here is Journey into Middle-earth, which is our D&D5E Lord of the Rings campaign. So stick around for that show, my friends, coming at you in just a few minutes' time. But let's go around to cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find one another online? And let's start with Jillian. Jillian, what did you think of tonight's show?
It was hilarious. My cheeks were hurting so much from all the shenanigans we pulled during the festival.
Yeah.
I liked how we got to ride the dragon. We won a pet, a duck that turned out to be something that multiplies very easily. In the end, I did get a duck, which I have named Dobby.
That is
Now
the
I
upshot.
Yes, which is very good, and I'm very, very happy.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And where can we find you online, Jillian?
You can find me on Twitter, and I forgot to put this in beforehand, so it might give me a while.
I will wait patiently as we move on to Kiana. Kiana, what do you think of tonight's show?
Oh man, that was so much fun. I can't believe we spent so much time at the party, but hey, we have a duck, an army of ducks, and a guy with some brother issues on our side now, so that's cool. Yeah, so super fun. You can find me online at Twitter, which is twitter.com/KianaS, or you can find me on my Tumblr, where I chronicle the campaigns that I run and all the crazy stuff that happens there. So the links are in the chat right now. And come say hi.
Fantastic. And thank you to Redundant UK for the host. How's it going, Tom? Good to see you, my friend. And let's go to Lauren.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was loads of fun as always. Very excited to see what happens when we get back, if we get back. You can follow me on Twitter at @ThatSaltyGinger.
Fantastic. And Chris?
Yeah, it was honestly super fun. It was all the weird stuff we got up to in the festival. Even though it was a bit of a sidetrack, it was still like so much more enjoyable. But there's so much to do there. But yeah, can't wait to see where this is gonna go. Because if we get back and it's been like several weeks, we're kind of screwed up there. But when do plans ever go to actual plan anyway? So we're used to this crazy chaos. Anyway, I'll be here next week. So you can catch me here, and I'll let Liam also plug our little
plug
side
ourselves.
channel.
Yeah, fantastic. Liam, bring the plugs, my friend.
I loved the interaction between me and Duncan. In fact, that was probably my highlight. The
That's
social, the argument, or whatever happened there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not looking forward to fighting maggots, but all in a day's work for our group.
For Georgie.
You can follow me at RegisterQQ on Twitter, and also you can subscribe to our channel if you want to watch some random Shadowrun stuff that we're releasing this week. I'll post the links in the description. Description? The message box.
The message box. Yes, you sound like my mum. Jesus. Fantastic. So I got your email in my message box. Fantastic. Thanks so much to Dero for the free